Hello and welcome to the North, a place of mist-covered forests, frozen lakes, and long-forgotten secrets. The world is changing. Railways spread, science replaces superstition, cities grow, and with them the illusion of safety. But beyond the borders of light, in the deep woods on windswept shores, something older stirs. This is the world of Vaesen, a Nordic horror role-playing game set in 19th century Northern Europe. The players you see around me are members of the Society, a secret order, cursed and blessed, with the ability to see the truth that Vaesen, creatures from myth and nightmare, are real, and they are not happy forgotten. But sometimes the greatest horror is what we bring with us. So, in last week's episode, a troubling new vision came to the Society. A long table, unseen hands turning pages of a book that none could read. And perhaps were not meant to. Shortly after, Linnea summoned them with news of an old friend of hers, Olga, who had contacted her about a mysterious matter. Travelling to Stockholm, Henrik, Anna, and Julian tried to pick up the trail of Anna's brother, Victor, who now seems to be operating under the ominous title of the Red Watchman. At the university, Henrik found the only known book on soul eaters had mysteriously vanished. They reunited with others on the train to Mölle and stumbled upon tragedy when they arrived: the brutalised body of Olga herself. Her companions, who are posing as a harmless art club, were revealed to be actually witches who dabbled in dark rituals in a nearby cave. As the Society took an uneasy rest, they were all left to wonder what horrors these rituals might have unleashed. Dun, 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 dun.
I have a side note, or an asterisk, a footnote. Right. You're saying that they are posing as art people. They could be very arty and bewitchy.
They were terrible at art, but also they could just be terrible at art.
They could have just started learning. Yeah. Why do we judge people so? This is terrible.
So art is subjective. Like, who
exactly.
Are we being mad?
These were your notes, my friends, not mine.
We're judging their intentions.
I only summarise the notes that you make for our little summary at the start of each week.
Henrik.
So, if there are judgmental issues going on, then those judgmental issues.
Henrik had no problem with the art. It was you guys who said it wasn't up to par.
I see. So, so when we left, you were going to all retire to bed, is that right?
Totes.
Yeah, I think we had. Where's the map?
I was going to say, we had a map of the
Anna was
hotel.
on to the suite on the right, Julian was in the centre, and I think others were about to, just grab places and go.
Taika was about to pretend to go to sleep.
Oh,
I see.
I will be, I guess, in Taika's room.
Will you now? The priest and the private eye.
So what?
I think I've read that.
So what's your plan, Taika?
To talk to sisters once again, possibly.
The sisters have all gone to bed. So what, you're going to go and wake them up?
Well, I don't know if they went to bed.
Yes. They went upstairs with you and went to bed. You sort of let them go off into their own room and.
Right. Then I'm gonna try and explore the other suite.
Are you going to go to Olga's suite? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will join.
Okay,
Henrik
so
shadowing me.
a little bit of a night crawling exercise.
If
Yeah, I knew
Julian's
I knew
looking
what
for
you
a
were
place,
up to.
if Julian's looking for a place to bunk down, does he see that Henrik is following Tycho around like a bad smell?
Well, I think you went into one of the suites straight away, didn't you?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I
Okay.
seem to remember you kind of jumped at it and
I
went,
flopped
"Yeah."
down.
So I think the only people that are aware that Julian and Tyker have sneaked off are Julian and Tyker.
Henrik and Tycho.
Sorry, Henrik. I'm so used to Julian and Tyker.
Yeah, we're all used to Julian sneaking off. Yeah, we got that one.
Don't know what you mean.
Quite.
Henrik's just found the appeal now that he's off with Tycho.
Mm.
Julian's going to do his nut in the morning.
Okay, so I would like a quick stealth roll from both of you, please, because it's not necessarily the quietest building in the world. Okay.
Henrik is the least unstealthy person in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit heavy-footed.
I mean, I would put money on Anna being far stealthier than Henrik.
Absolutely.
I don't know why everyone thinks Anna
And
is.
she's laden down with weapons, is my point. Clank, clank, clank.
And wants to be walking
They're
around
all
in armor.
tight, so tight, it's fine.
Right. So, tell me. I need. So you're going to go to the room at the end. I will need a lockpick, which I'm assuming Tyker will do.
And it could be a gentleman and offer.
Nah.
I would offer a gentlemanly boot into the door, but we're trying to be stealthy.
Fab. Okay, so you open the door, and in the room there are two beds, which clearly aren't used, that have been shoved up against a wall. There is a closet and a bookshelf with 10 or so books on it. There is a desk covered by paper of various types, some of which you can see are handwritten notes, and there appear to be maps as well. And there is, on one of the bookshelves, there is what appears to be 2 black candles and some figurines.
And a couple of awful paintings.
And there is a little box next to them as well.
They're the Sanderson sisters.
What are the figurines of?
Okay, so one of them appears to depict a horned, naked, and, shall we say, sexually aroused devil, and the other one appears to be a naked witch riding a horse, specifically a
I
stallion.
was about to think she was riding the devil.
Literally what I was going.
When you say riding
Just
the horse,
disgusting. You're just disgusting.
do we assume that this is bareback?
We might have young people watching this.
Well, they're gonna learn it before they should
This is the
anyway.
wrong thing for them.
You shouldn't have introduced aroused characters then, should you, Andrew?
Wasn't me that broke into somebody else's room.
Anyway,
So,
I'd be intrigued to know which of the 2 characters in that room are blushing right now.
what are you trying to learn, Henrik?
Oh, I'm going through the papers that are open on the desk, because that would be the most recent ones, I assume.
Okay.
Also, I was intrigued by the map.
Okay, so
are we doing learning to look through stuff or what?
Well, I was going through the papers on the desk. and the map.
Investigation would be a more traditional
Oh,
thing,
sorry.
because learning is an understanding of But what are you just searching generally, or are you looking for anything in particular, Taika?
So far, general search, I guess. Anything of interest on the bookshelves or on the desk? Anything that stands out, let's put it that way.
Okay, so on the desk, the only thing that seems to be of any interest is one of the maps, which is now in your handouts. I'm just going to see if there is some way that I can. I don't think I can share it with the people watching, but this pop out is huge. Let's see if I can shrink it a little bit. No, it still won't let me. Okay.
I see.
Extremely charged esoteric potential portal to hell.
Portal to hell?
Great, just what we need, a portal to hell.
Great.
Well, if something's already come through it, we might need to put it back.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we know where it is. Yeah. Virgin halls, softing gauges.
So is there anything else you're looking at, or is it just the papers on the desk?
Well, I was focused on the papers on the desk.
Yeah. Taika?
And I wanted to see what's on the bookshelves,
Okay.
apart from figurines.
So because of some extra information that you have, Taika, you find this, which is now in your handouts as well.
Aha. Mm-hmm.
Can I have a vigilance roll from you both, please? Okay. As you're rummaging through things, you hear what sounds like a door closing.
Outside?
Within the hotel.
So I would peek out of the room to see if I notice anything, anybody? Or is it
So you're going to open the door and have a look.
wrong floor? Well, yes, just peek outside.
I will need a stealth roll from you, please. And an observation roll.
God.
As you open the door, you catch the look of the shadow of somebody going down the stairs, but you don't catch the person themselves. You just see their shadow in the lamplight from the downstairs.
If this is bloody Julian again.
I lost connection for a second. Sorry. I catch a shadow of what?
Of somebody on the stairs. So if you got the map open.
Yep.
So you just sort of see, oh, come on, ping. You sort of see a reflection on the stairs, but it's from the light downstairs. So you don't see the person themselves. You just see somebody's shadow going down the stairs.
But who is it, for God's sake? Bloody hell. Henrik! Someone's going downstairs.
Well, who is it, for God's sake?
Well, I can't tell.
You hear the quiet noise of a ka-ching of what appears to be the front door closing.
Front door? Bloody
Someone
hell.
has gone out.
Okay. I will go after them because they might die, whoever they are.
You're going to
Don't
chase.
go too far.
You're going to chase down the stairs.
Yes.
Okay. I need an
Henrik,
agility roll from you, please.
Henrik, you stay behind, I guess, if you can find anything else.
Don't go too far. Don't leave the end too far. Find out who it is, but don't leave. Go.
Come on, come on, come on.
Success.
Okay. So you run out of the room, you leg it down the stairs, and you go to the front door, and you open the front door, and it is dark outside, and you see nothing. There are obviously a lot of footprints out in the snow because you guys came backwards and forwards a couple of times, but you see nothing.
Can I check and try to see which ones are the freshest, newest, if I maybe recognize them? I don't know. I
Give me an investigation roll.
presume I know at least what our comrades are wearing, so to speak.
No.
No, I can't, or no, I don't
can't
recognize them.
identify. There's so much damage outside. You can't identify which could be potentially the last footprints.
Great. Is there anyone around? Like, what was her name? The
Everyone's gone to bed. There's nobody up.
Fabulous. So now I'd like to go back upstairs and check the rooms we are staying in to see if everyone is accounted for.
Are you just going to open the doors loudly, or are you going to be sneaky?
Choices.
This will depend on whether you wake everyone up or not.
I mean, I don't mind waking them up, to be fair, but let's try to be quiet. At first, if I fail, then I fail. Let's put it that way. I'll try to be quiet, but if not, then...
Okay, so give me a... are you going back to Olga's suite, first of all, to speak with Henrik, or are you just leaving him in there?
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's nearby, so to speak. So I first check the rooms and then I speak to him.
Okay, so I need 2 stealth rolls for me, please, for the 2 suites. Okay, that's the first one. And the second one?
Do we need an opposed one to see whether or not we wake up?
No, I just wanted to see if you passed.
You get a bonus for sneaking into Julian's room because it's practiced.
So you open the doors a crack, and you can't see anything because it's dark.
Okay, where's the lamp? For God's sake.
You've obviously taken having this sight too literally.
For God's sake. Like, I can't see anything at all. It's too dark to distinguish if there are.
Well, you see, you and Henrik went in here, and the others are in these suites.
No,
Okay.
I think Henrik, Julian went in the middle bedroom. Henrik and Taika went in the left suite. And
Oh, did they?
Thingy are in the.
Oh, okay. So yes, you'd be able to see Julian.
Yay!
So you'd be able to see Julian asleep in bed, but you wouldn't be able to see anything in the suite there, because the light will come in through the door, but it won't light them down in the room.
Well, fine. I'll go back to Henrik then.
I mean, to be fair, you've covered the most likely culprit. Let's be honest.
Yes, to be fair.
Exactly.
And
I rejected that remark very strongly.
You resemble it too.
I resemble
Well,
it.
it was either Julian or Anna, and if it had been Anna, there would have been a gunshot by now.
Oh, someone. We got somebody in the chat on YouTube suggesting you take one of the black candles.
Yeah, go on.
What are which candles?
The black
The
candles.
black candles.
Oh.
I mean, we can. Henrik wood everything.
Priest
Fill
Nick.
your pockets.
Are we allowed
Right,
to
am I-
take
am I
comments
there?
from off YouTube? Is that not of insider trading or something?
Well,
I
it
don't know.
depends. Don't know if this person knows what we're doing. I mean, I don't know what we're doing. So, you know, there's not much chance that they do. That's fine.
Neither do we.
No?
Anyway,
You don't know what I'm
Henrik-
doing. That's great.
Everyone's on the
It's
same
actually-
team.
Yeah.
It's actually
Great.
this week's Vaesen on YouTube trying to get us in trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
Summon the dark spirits. What's the worst that can
Anyway,
happen?
Absolutely.
am I back with Henrik yet?
Yes, you are.
Right.
Okay.
I couldn't see who they are, but they went outside. Somebody, and it's not Julian for once. So yeah.
That is whom I immediately assumed it would have been. So good. It seems like I can't find anything about a ritual here. Is that correct?
It's correct.
So I'm going to take the map and I'm going to take the black candles.
Okay.
And is there any other weird things in this room?
You mean aside from the horny devil and
Yeah, the horny devil, the candles,
and the naked woman riding a horse?
yeah.
No,
Oh.
nothing. Everything's completely normal.
What were the books?
They are all
I-
occult in origin.
There's not a how to get better at painting then.
No,
Yeah, no
No.
painting books. Okay.
no painting books.
Okay, I'm gonna take the lot.
Okay. So there's 10 books. Fab.
10 books, the map, and the 2 black candles.
Yeah.
And I will retreat to mine and Taika's room
Okay.
until the morning.
Are you going?
Is there by any chance a staff?
A staff?
in the
No.
room? No staff. Okay. Right. Henrik, just as a side note, if you come by any apples or nuts, grab them. We might need them to distract what we are fighting against.
The candles go in your bag. I'm going to start on these books to see if I can figure out what these women did.
You're going to stay up and read all night, are you?
Well, I don't know how tired am I.
You are going to be absolutely knackered. You've been traveling all day. You had a late night last night with all your adventures and examinations going through Stockholm.
Yeah,
You haven't slept since you were at the harbour.
that's right. Okay, so no, I'm going to put the books in my pack underneath the bed, and the candles go into Taika's pack, and I'm
enough.
going to turn in for the
Right,
night.
that's fine. Yes, Andrew, but before we go to sleep, can we check sister's room? Is it locked? Can I? I'm trying
Yes.
to figure out if it's one of the sisters. Like,
Yes,
One
it
down.
is locked.
Pick it.
What was that?
Pick the lock, Taika.
This ethereal voice comes out of nowhere.
Pick the lock. That's your only job. It's your only job.
And another voice says, probably best leave it until the morning.
Anyway,
On each shoulder.
Henrik, I think I know what we are up against, but I'll tell you in the morning, right?
Will you actually do? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
This letter just confirmed it to me.
Taika isn't a detective for no reason.
That's right.
And
I
read the
believe
last
you,
handout
Taika.
too.
I trust you. I'm gonna hit the hay.
Right.
Okay. So you retire for the night, and you all have a fabulously deep and wonderful sleep until.
No, no. Sleep. That's it. There's dawn.
Until
breakfast.
morning.
Eggs and
You
bacon.
fall asleep, and whilst you are deeply settled in your wondrous sleep, I hope you all got your sample, by the way.
That's an eyeball. That crow has an eyeball.
That's a big ass eyeball.
I thought it was like a giant raven with a head.
The sky is vast and endless. All you can hear is the sound of beating wings. Below, a great big black bird sits on top of a broken steeple. Its back to you, and it does not turn. Something is in its beak. Something alive, squirming, but you cannot see what it is. But you know with certainty that it is eating. It is not full yet. And then you wake. It's the morning.
Oh, what's that? And that's how Anna wakes up. She says that. Jesus Christ. Looks over at Maud. Anna chucks a pillow at her. Maud, you awake?
Yeah.
How'd you sleep?
I wouldn't say it was uninterrupted. How about you?
All right. I'm gonna go get some breakfast, and then sort of stumbles out and gets dressed and heads downstairs.
So
Julian is very slow to wake and things. Did anyone join him in the room?
Where did Sebastian sleep?
With Julian.
I don't believe Sebastian sleeps.
From the rafters.
Upside down, probably.
That might be a little bit more out of character if it's the.
Oh, now what? Excuse me. Yeah, Julian makes himself presentable and sort of stumbles through the house looking very bleary-eyed and very much in search of coffee.
Anna's in the dining room. Is there food out, or do we have to sort of scrounge it ourselves?
No, when you get downstairs, there is smell of cooking coming from the kitchen, and you kind of see Lisa running around, trying to sort as much out as she can.
Any sign of the sisters?
When you move into the dining room, you can
Yes.
see two of them are in there.
Anna goes,
Only two.
where do we get the food?
If you just, oh dear, have a seat, and I'm sure Lisa will be out very shortly. And they sort of lean their heads together and they're whispering quite frantically to each other.
Anna pulls up a chair and looks like she's just interested in the silverware and is trying to listen into their conversation. Can she make out any of it?
And they kind of look up at you and say, What?
What?
Can we help you?
Maud is going to elbow Anna as she repeatedly walks.
Anna jumps. Is like, where did you get that from?
Where is the third sister, if I may ask?
Oh, morning, Tiger.
Morning.
And they look at each other and they look up at you, and she went, She's gone.
What do you mean gone?
She went out during the night. She didn't come back.
And didn't return. Bloody hell.
Can Julian walk in at that very moment?
Why would she
If
go
Julian
out
chooses to.
when something's out there that killed Olga?
She went to see the village priest.
We have a priest upstairs.
Well, she was very... You have?
Yes. Henrik, wherever the hell he is. Annabella's Henrik.
Oh. Well, she's been to see him a couple of times already. So either she wasn't aware that one of you was a priest, or... Oh dear.
Why was she looking for a priest?
She's convinced that the priest can protect us from this devil.
And
Perhaps
she
he's
thought
an art
the best
teacher.
time to ask him was in the middle of the night.
She was concerned about you, or concerned about your safety.
God.
Our safety. It's not after us as far as we're aware.
Mm.
It's what you did, and I have to ask if you even know what you did. But did any of you perform the year walk in that cave?
Who did you what now?
What a
Year walk.
Year war.
Yes.
What's that?
What do you know about the year walk?
According to legends, it's a ritual that can get you knowledge about future.
You see.
So did you?
No.
Did you not?
But we were going to.
Well, somebody did, because the beast is after people performing that ritual.
Beast.
What
Yes.
beast?
What kind
The
of
devil.
beast?
It's Satan. The devil.
Can I share the letter with everybody from the room? Chef Johnson's.
What, you're going to read it out
Johnson's
to them?
Oh yeah, look,
Now, read it
I
out.
will read it. I will read it out, but
Did you go off sneaking last night?
investigating. It's called. Thank you.
As you wish.
Yeah, when we do it, it's called investigating. When you do it, it's called sneaking.
Yes, because nobody's on board with me. It's very, very rude.
Anyway,
Carry on.
Difficult to be on board with someone who snuck away from you, to be fair.
Yeah, it's difficult to be on board with a sneaker. That's the whole part.
I believe you're about to read a letter, Tiger.
Yes.
yes, actually, it's a piece of from a diary. When my sister was found dead with her abdomen slit open, I stopped being a child and became an adult. It was an early New Year's Day, and my sister Elsa led the rest of us around the church, having heard that one could see the future by peeking through a keyhole. We were playing with forces we did not understand, and the unseen punishes the arrogant. As we approached the church door, our path was blocked by the biggest boar I have ever seen. Its eyes glowed in the dark, its back was covered with sharp bristles, and its mouth was equipped with massive tusks. Else grabbed an apple from her pocket and threw it on the ground, which made the beast forget about us for a moment, and we were able to escape. But soon we heard its hooves thunder against the ground behind us. Suddenly Else, who had been running next to me, was no longer there. I stopped and saw her walk toward the great swine, and then I ran as fast as I could. She sacrificed herself so that we might live. For many years I have collected rumors and tales about this creature, whose name is the Glosson. It is said to seek out witches and those with the sight, devouring their innards to absorb their power. But I have heard of people who escape that fate by distracting it with apples or nuts. Some say the creature can be controlled by a witch using a staff of linden wood. After what happened to my sister, I never go outside on a winter's night, nor do I let my children leave the house. Seth Nicholas Johnson in Astor.
Anna's going to look around. Is there any apples or nuts nearby? And if so, she's filling up
Grab
pockets.
everything.
Or Lindenwood, I guess.
You know,
This could, of course, apply to all of us. We all technically have some kind of sight.
oh, we're all potential victims, but the thing that just occurred to me is that you said, Taika, someone's conducted the ritual. The possibility exists, of course, that somebody outside of those of us we are already aware of has conducted the ritual and has one of those staffs and is targeting people with the animal by actually having a staff that can control it. It might not have come for these ladies because they've done the ritual. It might have been directed at them by someone else who has and has the ability to control the animal because they possess one of those staffs.
Right, ladies. Any enemies that you know of?
Enemies? Oh no, everyone here believes that we're artists. And who doesn't like an artist?
Assuming for a moment somebody had reason to think you might be something else, who do you think could object to you or to your unfortunately deceased friend from last night? Perhaps she was the target since she died first.
Actually, the one who died first or disappeared, as far as we know, right? The hotel's owner.
Oh, that's right. Katrina, that was 10 days ago. She actually was the dog who went missing first. Her dog went missing, and then she went out looking for him.
Why would this be interested in a dog, though? Or do they just eat anything?
It was her dog. It was the hotel owner's dog.
Yeah, who would harm a dog? But the hotel owner did have enemies, or at least people who didn't like her, according to the news article I found about this place. Too much tourists and stuff, so the locals were not happy, to put it shortly.
So perhaps if that's the angle, if there are people who do think that our friends here are an artistic group, the owner of the hotel that's bringing the tourists in and someone perceived as a tourist could be victims in order just to scare off future tourists. It might not be the magical nature of the victims that's caused them to be targets at all. Although that's obviously the boar's intention when it looks for a victim. If there is a human master or mistress to it, it might literally be trying to scare off the tourists.
Witchy lady people.
What are you all talking about? And you realise Lisa's been stood in the doorway listening.
Hi, Lisa, do you have any barrels of apples we could have?
Barrels?
I want to know what you're talking about. I heard you talking about Katrina.
We think she might have been eaten.
Wow. Okay.
No elbow Anna again.
It's a belief, Miss Svensson. It's a...
What?
We're trying to cobble together what might have happened.
Eat? What?
Calm down.
No. She's just got lost.
Yeah.
Is Lisa local?
Definitely. That's not worrying at all in a frozen bush, someone getting lost.
That's right. Was Katrina involved?
She went after her dog. There are ravines and things up on the hill. I just think she fell down a ravine. She's just got lost. I mean, to be fair,
Just fell down a ravine?
There's a good chance she won't have survived this long. Nobody's found her yet.
Has anyone been looking for her?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Although,
actually,
she's not very popular.
You know,
like her.
Was Katrina involved in the art club?
Why would she be?
No, I don't
I'm asking Lisa if Katrina was involved in the art club.
But with the ladies?
Yes, yeah. No, okay.
So that's not the worst suggestion I've heard. No one's found Katrina. What if we got something of hers and got Wolf to find out where she is? That might give us more information about timelines and where they started.
When you say wolf, do you mean ghost?
I do mean ghost. I mean ghost who looks like a wolf. Yes.
Sure.
We'll edit that in the final cut.
Lisa, do you have any clothing or anything of Katrina's we could borrow? Worn clothing, not fresh.
I can
actually
have a look in her room.
Actually, if possible, can we have a look at her room at all?
I expect so.
Marvelous.
Thank you. Lead the way.
While we
Yes,
do
let's
that,
go.
apples? Do you have apples around here?
Oh, and the apples.
There's
Oh,
some,
no.
there'll be some apples in the,
Oh,
in the
there's
kitchen.
certainly
Is
plenty
that
of
all right if
nuts.
I go to the kitchen?
Perfect.
Julian sneaks through
Yes,
to the
if you
kitchen
like
and grabs
apples,
an apple
sure.
and stuffs them in both pockets.
Yeah. How many apples can we gather in the kitchen?
That is my favorite question so far in this entire game. How many apples can we possibly take?
Considering that Anna is carrying an entire armory with her, I think she can grab a lot.
There's probably 10 apples.
Fabulous. We pocket them all. I'm going to pick notes.
Everyone has at
Not
least
ready
one
to
apple.
I think you'd struggle to pocket 10 between two of you, but yes.
No, everyone has at least one.
Yeah, no, Maud will go too and load up her bag. Apples for all.
Well, that's only then like 4 apples each. That's easy.
So, Tyker, and however you found out this information about this particular ritual, anything about how to reverse it?
No. I
Of course.
just know the legend about it, and that the beast actually attacks those who perform the ritual in specific manner that we witnessed with Olga.
I think it's important, you know, Lisa says as she takes you up to the room.
Can I roll something to try and like how well does Tycho know this ritual? Is this something that's like...
I was literally about to just ask her and be like, how do you know this ritual, Tyker? How did you find this one out?
Yeah.
I read books
Can I roll something, Andrew?
and stuff.
You can roll observation or manipulation.
I'm going to do manipulation, I think. I see something.
As far as you're aware, Tyker is being straight up with you.
Which room are we being taken to now?
Lisa was talking, saying something.
Katrina's room here, which is next door to Lisa's room. I think it's important you're all aware. A lot of the locals aren't very happy with this hotel being here.
They don't
Why?
like tourists.
Well, the wrong sort of tourists. You know, that they're not happy about the fact that men and women are encouraged to share the same beaches.
I see.
They think it's a bit shocking.
Very scandalous.
Improper, that kind of thing.
Yes. They think that this hotel is encouraging the degradation of society and the dropping of standards.
Oh, society does that anyway. Trust me, I've seen it.
Did anyone say as much to Katrina?
Oh, all the time. In fact, my mother is very upset with me working here because she doesn't like this place either, and she feels that I have betrayed her by coming here.
Do you still live with your mother?
No, I live here.
All the year round?
Well, she
You're
considers...
paying your way. I don't see that it's any of her business. But to each their own.
That's very nice of you to say so.
And Julian does that classic English smile of, tight-lipped thing of,
So, the possibility that the victims are linked to the general dislike of the tourist influx is one. But the other thing that just occurred to me, Tiger, you said normally the animal attacks the person who's given the ritual. Do we know if there's like a period of time it hangs around for? Because one thought that occurred to me was, what if the lady who we came here to initially visit, who we
Olga.
found when we arrived, thank you, Olga. What if Olga had done the ritual in the past, escaped by using apples or what have you, and has brought this new coven together to try and
banish it.
To banish it, to give herself the protection that she needs to be able to get out from under a historical mistake that she made that set this thing on her?
Let me stop you there. I don't know.
No,
I'm
I
not a
didn't
witch.
think you would necessarily, but I was
I mean, all
sounding
I
the
know
group.
is shared. There are no such details that I know of about the time frame.
No,
That does make sense, but Olga was old, educated. She was a former society member. Wouldn't she have known what this ritual was going
Yeah,
to
but my
produce?
suggestion was that she wasn't always old and educated. She did this ritual while she was learning, and that with it breathing down her neck in places that
Oh,
it
she
turned
created
up
the
in,
coven to correct it.
she brought this new coven together to try and get rid of this thing that was hanging over in a Damoclean sword-like fashion.
Miss Svensson, do you have the key for Miss Katrina's room?
Sorry, that was me.
Yes, I can absolutely. Well, yes, and she just gets a bunch of keys and she opens the room.
We probably should have a good look around Olga's room as well.
I think if you should speak to the sisters first. After all, they
would elbow Julian lightly.
Yeah, we give it a little wink.
What was that for?
We kind of did look at it. Where do you think I found the letter?
So you've been sneaking around without me? I'm not going to lie, I feel rather hurt.
You sneak enough.
That's my thing.
You've
You
already had
sneak
this
enough. Calm down.
Don't have a monopoly on the sneak.
Anyway, to answer Sebastian's inquiry, again, I don't know such details if there's time frame or anything. I'm going by the legends and they're very scarce. But the point is, seeing how easily and efficiently this beast kills, I doubt she would be able to survive that long escaping it, because even in the letter we've just seen, the apple helped like for a few minutes and then sister had to sacrifice herself to save the others.
The letter
Yeah, how
also
did she
says,
survive so long? That's
But we
the
do
weird
have
part.
some good information, and possibly, if it was historical, the reason she survived so long is because she didn't go out at night in winter. Remember
Or
what
she
the
has a
letter-
staff
The
of
letter specifically
Lindenwood.
references
Let's
winter.
check her room.
And
Let's check her
We've
room.
been in her room, for God's sake, leave.
What are
She
you
also
talking
makes-
about surviving?
God.
And you behind you, you see the two sisters. Who's surviving what?
I think we should all stay confined to the hotel for now, and definitely not go out at night.
Don't you think we should try and find our friend?
Anna turns
No.
the witchy things and wait, what was the name? So, what
You
do you
stay
know about
put.
Glosson?
Blossom.
What? A what?
Glosson. What do you know about them?
Never heard of a Glosson?
Glosson?
No, never heard of it.
And that confirms it. You sisters, stay put, please. We will try and locate your friend if she is alive.
By the way, do you happen to have a staff of Lindenwood?
No. No, that's not the sort of thing we work with, unfortunately.
Do you have any staves of any sort?
Not
Are there
really
any
our
linden
thing.
trees around here?
Cool. I thought we were checking Katrina's room. I thought that's where we were headed.
Yes, has Miss Svensson opened the door?
Yes, I said she'd opened it.
Okay.
Right, in Julian goes.
Search.
Alright. Julian, fetch.
Investigation roll, I'm guessing?
Indeed.
Or observation?
Investigation. Depends what you're looking for.
Oh, for God's sake.
Success. Henrik too.
I'm looking for occult shit, but specifically a staff of Lindenwood.
And you find nothing.
Can I talk to Lisa while they are looking?
Of course.
Somewhat privately, if possible.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking for.
Occult bits. Any occult bits?
I want to find any indication of witchiness, though I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find it.
Anna looks and sees shit all and walks back into the corridor.
So, as people have been looking for specific things, can I have a look for more mundane things relating to like the local hate campaign and that side of things?
If you like.
I haven't done a roll yet.
Hate letters.
I find nothing, do I?
Correct. And so does Sebastian. It's just basically, as far as you can see, it's her bedroom. I mean, there's, there are some books in there, there's clothes, it's very well kept, it's very neat and tidy. But there is nothing that is making you think anything, really.
Nothing
and there's
weird.
Evidence of a dog.
All right.
Miss Svensson, you're local, correct?
Yes, that's correct, sir.
Have you heard anything like a glosson or a beast, a winter beast, for example? Something.
A winter? You mean like a bear?
That kind of thing, potentially, but a boar instead.
A boar? A pig?
Yes, huge swine thing.
No.
There's no local legend that you know of?
No, not at all.
Interesting.
Do you know anyone, any family that has been living here for a long time, like a long lineage, possibly?
Well, I mean, there's a number of people that have been here a while. Most of the people in the village, really. Probably the best people to speak to would be someone like the priest. He's been here all my life, pretty much. He knows Mölle really well. It's just one of those small villages where everyone just
knows each other's business.
I mean, even if you go out to the point, the lighthouse keeper is the son of the previous lighthouse keeper. It's just people just grow up in their jobs.
Indeed.
Is the priest by any chance Olga Kransvik? It was mentioned in the article. Chaplain Olga Kransvik.
Not a name that I'm familiar with. And then one of the sisters pipes up and says, "Is the Glosson another name for devil?"
Anna smacks her head.
It may be a type of devil in such as the general public would think of it, but no, it is not the devil.
She looks very awkward and glances at Lisa and then backs it back at you. I have heard a legend that the whole hill itself was created by the devil.
Please tell us the legend.
And Lisa goes, "Oh, yes, that's a classic. Everyone around here knows this story."
Well, please enlighten us.
Well, if you have you never been to this area before?
I'm very much new here.
Okay. Well, this whole stretch of land that Mölle is on is the rock is very unusual and not like any of the other areas, and it just kind of sticks out into the sea here, and it's very jagged rocks, and there's lots of crevices and holes, and basically the story is that the devil created it as a link to hell, and that if you're not careful, that there's a danger that wicked creatures could emerge out of caverns and ravines. It's the story that we tell kids to stop them wandering off and getting hurt.
And why here? Why did the devil make it here?
Because, well, really, it's because the rock we have isn't the same as if you go to where we join the mainland. The rock totally changes. It's we have a totally different type of stone here and rock, and it's created like these. You'll see the big cliffs, and we've got nice beaches and stuff, but it's just like these sharp, jagged cliffs all the way around, and it's just very unlike the rest of this part of Sweden.
And in these legends, how do we get these creatures back into the portal?
There must be a story or two.
No, the story is just quite literally that, you know, you have to be careful, otherwise, you know, you could get attacked by these creatures. And although they say that that's why the lighthouse was built. The lightkeeper is there to hold off the evil and prevent ignorant humans from accidentally challenging the black magic of the underworld, which could bring about the apocalypse and the end of the world. I mean, see how stupid that is?
How far is the lighthouse?
A place we should go to.
Did you hear anyone refer to the hillman then in those legends?
The hillman?
Yes.
It's not one I'm familiar with. I mean, no.
Where did you get that from, Tyker? Hillman? A man on the hill? Or
Records of the Society. Talking about the same legend that the entire mountain range, whatever, was.
I have to confess, these sort of stories, I was never particularly interested in them as a child because they just sounded so ridiculous.
Yes.
Can't be helped.
People that live here and have grown up here, we all get to know the land very well.
How far is the lighthouse?
Oh, you need to follow the Italian road, and that will eventually get you there.
How long by foot?
A couple of hours.
Oh God!
All right, let's go. Let's start now.
Shall we? Should we stop by the priest first since they're closer?
Are they?
We need to speak to both of them.
Where is the priest? We don't know. Is there a map of this place?
Perhaps those of us who are
There we are. Try that.
who are best to speak to priests should be the one to see the priests.
Split.
So obviously you're all here in Mölle, and you
And
can see
lighthouse
there's
is
the
the
church,
furthest away.
Miles away.
and the lighthouse is right up there. And then the Italian road is basically a route that comes up through the middle.
Miss Svensson, is there any way we could get a horse or a horse and trap? We don't really have time to spare.
A horse and trap to go where?
To go to the lighthouse.
No,
Terrain won't be navigable.
not easily.
All right, Henrik, you go chat to the priest. I'm heading to the lighthouse. Whoever else wants to go other directions, pick. Anna starts walking.
Well, I think we should stick together. It's only going to take me 15 minutes to talk to the priest.
She's already gone.
All right.
Julian trots behind hot on her heels, so to speak.
So much teamwork.
You guys have never done teamwork.
Exactly.
Who has the map, as it were?
Nobody.
Which one?
I took the map from what's her name's from
Yeah, Henrik has a map from Olga's room that none of you know about yet.
and it's got no actual I don't know where it points to. None of these things on this
It
map.
says
is
Italian
pointing.
road on it.
Did it?
No, some do. I think. Wait. I think I saw something. Yes, it mentions Italian road and.
Where's the map? What's the number for the map?
3E.
3E.
Olga's map.
3E.
It mentions it on a road, Skull Hill. It's somewhere between those things. Yes.
Sure.
Oh, so it's north of the road.
Yes.
Okay, so if you guys are going to the lighthouse and we're going to the other place, do you want to meet there?
We've already gone,
Where?
Henrik.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
gone.
never mind. Never mind. I guess I'll meet you guys next week. See ya.
Well,
So Anna and I have gone. Are people joining Henrik, trotting after us?
I'll go with Henrik. Don't want to end up with anybody on their own.
Yeah.
So is it just
To be
Anna
honest
and,
with you,
is it just Anna and Julian heading off to the lighthouse?
At the moment.
Oh, bloody hell, Henrik! Get this from our records. I'm gonna share with Henrik the note from our records about the hill. And I will follow Julian and Anna to keep track on them.
Which way's Maud going?
Well, if 3 of you are going to the lighthouse, it seems only right that 3 of us should go to the priest. Maud will go with Henrik.
An even distribution.
Best chance of survival. Maud likes
What
to
could
think.
possibly go wrong?
Nothing.
Absolutely. I've just no idea.
Right, sorry about the wall of text, but just to, you know.
Wall of text.
Yes, I've sent to Henrik.
We've obviously been sent a thing, Andrew.
Yeah, no, I'm still reading the occult heritage here.
So then as we're walking along, Anna's going to chat to Taika. Taika, you remember a while ago you had the weird dreams with the threads and one of them wouldn't cut?
So the 3 of you that are heading off towards the church, sorry to interrupt, Anna, I'll come back to you, but the 3 walking towards the church, can you give me an observation roll, please? And then whilst that's going, Anna, you keep going.
You had the dream about the threads that wouldn't cut.
Yes.
And one of the threads, I can't remember what it was. You said something like that it had been. So one of them would have been tried to be cut or tried to be broken or something, yeah?
Well, as far as I remember, the
Julian,
threads
could you hear this? Like, what of it?
were weaving themselves into a pattern, and one of them did not belong. It was old, tangled, whatever.
And the one that didn't belong, was that the one that was tried to be cut?
Well, yes, someone or something tried to separate it from the pattern, from the fabric. Tried to cut it, yes. Why?
I see. It's just thinking. And Anna carries on walking.
What is this?
Think out loud, please.
Somebody clue me in. I feel like the brainless man around here. Someone tell me.
Just another one of those fucking cryptic, weird-ass visions we all seem to be getting at the moment.
Oh, did you two have any... How did you sleep last night?
Awfully. Did
Oh,
you
me
dream
too.
about some giant-ass snacking bird?
Like a crow, yes, on top of a broken steeple.
Raven. Yeah.
And it had something that was living, if you can call it that, I think, from what I could see, in its beak.
Yep. Made about as much sense as the writing one did.
I wish I knew where things all join together. We get so many things that seem to belong to different impressions. It's very, very confusing.
So what were you thinking about, Anna?
It's just... I'm not sure yet. Just... Julian, how accurate are memories, like, just in general?
Honestly, it's very subjective. Some people literally have a memory that is almost like taking a daguerreotype, and other people can be convinced of something, ready to swear on the Bible or die by their memory, and it can be completely false. Why do you ask? I'm not sure why I can't hear you, Anna.
Oh.
It was literally just for that bit.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect. Sorry. Carry on.
I don't know. I have a memory that I think is sort of changing, and I'm not quite sure which parts are real anymore. And it's all just getting so mixed up with these bloody visions and things. And I don't know which one is the right one anymore.
I've experienced slightly similar, though it seems like you are more oppressed by yours. Whereabouts in your life, etc., is the memory? Is it to do with Victor?
Yes, with the thing that took him. Anna pulls out the necklace that Victor left with the kraken.
Yes.
I now have a memory of him being taken by the kraken, but I didn't.
What did you assume it was the first time it happened?
I didn't know. I wasn't sure. It was all sort of muddled in a sort of way, and then we were looking through the books in the castle. I saw a picture of a mermaid, and I was convinced that was it, that had taken him. But now I think and it sort of shrugs and puts the thing back down his shirt. So I don't know anymore.
It could be trying to tell you something in a way, filling in certain gaps, but let's not worry about it now. We've got lots of time to worry about that later, I hope.
Yeah, let's get to this blasted lighthouse. Quick march, everyone.
I was jogging a little bit.
Yes, let's carry on jogging. Sorry, Taika.
I guess I'm running.
Okay, right. Yeah. So I'll leave you guys making your way along what is the Italian road, which is basically a well-trodden path that wends its way through along the scarp there. There's trees, there's all sorts of rough terrain, and it's quite difficult terrain. And Lexi, are you buggering off somewhere? And as you guys walk along, suddenly Taika stops.
Oh no!
And her eyes glaze over.
Oh shit! And
I will leave you with that, and return to the people.
What do you mean?
You made it sound like you were already going back to those people. I thought I could sneak away, you fool.
Well, I'm doing that now.
It's called a double cliffhanger.
It's a double cliffhanger, yeah. So I'll leave them with Taika frozen with glazed over eyes, and the three of you, as you trudge through the snow of Mölle and you approach the church, you catch a glimpse out of the corner of your eye behind a hedge, some blood just sort of seeping out from underneath.
So that's me, Taika, and who?
No, that's you, Sebastian, and Maud.
Sebastian and Maud and Ghost. Excellent.
And Ghost. So you see some blood just sort of running out from behind a bush. It's in
Ghost,
the snow, so it's kind of not literally running anymore. It's
we dash towards the source.
Okay. And behind the bush, you see the remains of the missing sister. Just like Olga, she has been cut from groin right the way up to her chest, and her insides have been nommed.
Gross. Which one was that? Josephine, Clara, or Frida?
It is Josephine.
Okay.
Which, if I...
Oh, not tonight, Josephine.
If I share that image again, she's the little one in the middle.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Josephine.
It's got to be the first time I've got a Napoleon pun in.
Oh, right.
So nice, Josephine.
It took me 1 extra second because, old. I'm going to pick up the body and carry her to the church.
You won't be able to manage it by yourself. She'll kind of be a bit slippy and slidey. And
she looks tiny.
She'll almost fall in half, to be fair. I mean, what's left of her insides are falling out. Enjoying your pizza there,
she's
Amy.
tinier than she used to be.
Yeah, that's right. She's good. Yeah, that's right. She was already tiny. Now she's even less.
You know what? Why didn't you take half of her in and come back for the other half?
Okay. All right. Come on. Sebastian, grab the other half. Let's go.
Wasn't quite what I meant, but fair enough. Yes, okay.
Or pick up the bits as I drag her to it. That's worse.
Oh, dear.
Anyway,
it's not quite the impression I was hoping we'd make on the priest.
No, I know. We're the dead body discoverers. That's our job here. Anyway,
so you can see I've included the church in the main image here, so you can see the church just to the side. It's quite in a hilly spot, like the whole of the area, really. And it's got this partially overgrown graveyard. And you can just see bits of the tombstone sticking out. It's not well maintained. And so next to the chapel, there is a little stone house, which Henrik, you would know immediately, is the house of the chaplain. And then there's the church next to it. Exactly, Taika.
Is the door to the church open? Unlocked. Sorry, unlocked.
To which? Sorry, to the chapel?
To the church. To the chapel, yeah. Is that unlocked?
It is unlocked.
Okay, then we will bring the body inside and lay her down.
Where?
On a pew at the back.
Okay.
For now, just for now, and then I will go around and knock at the what I assume is the priest's house.
Well, I mean, as you go to exit the chapel, the door opens and the chaplain enters. And
oh, good. Should I do another Algot? Should I do a roll to see if I know him? Where's my roll?
You can if you like. If you want to.
Well, it would be anybody. Oh, whatever. I'll skip it for now.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
What? Morning. What are you doing?
Are you the minister here for this town?
I am the chaplain. Yes.
My name is Henrik Gustafsson. I'm a priest of the Church of Sweden underneath the abbot of Sondheim. We found this dead body moments ago. It's a woman from your village.
Oh my. And he makes the sign of the cross. Oh my. Oh, that's one of those artist women staying at that hotel, is it not?
It seems so. We've only arrived at this village recently. Why? What do you know about them?
The women?
Yeah.
They're staying at a house of ill repute. They are artists, so, those types always... Well, I'm never sure if you can trust them. I'm sure you understand what I mean. That hotel is nothing but trouble.
Well, what about... There was a woman also murdered yesterday night.
Yes. She's another one.
Olga, I think her name was.
Another one from the same party, I believe.
What is happening in your village, Reverend?
What do you mean?
What? 2 disembowelments in 2 days?
It's
about 6 hours.
Pretty shocking, really.
I agree. This is why I'm asking you these questions, sir.
Well,
my brother in faith.
Ever since that hotel was built, there's been nothing but debauchery and ungodliness in this town. But,
the whole town is consumed by it, you say?
Thanks to that hotel. But I understand, the lady that owns it has been missing for over a week. So I'm sure she's dead, God rest her soul, but...
Why are you so sure?
You see the weather. It is beyond freezing, and she has not been seen in over a week. You cannot survive in those sort of conditions.
Well, perhaps she took the coach to visit relatives.
No, she has guests. She would have closed the hotel if she wasn't going to be here. She went chasing after her dog. Everybody knows this. We sent out quite a large search party for her, and alas, we found no sign. I may not approve of her means of making a living, but she is still one of God's children.
That's appreciated. Do you know of this area? And I take out the map, Olga's map. And yes, whoever made that noise. Yes, I slam it down on the table in front of us. Whoever made that noise. Yes. I show him Olga's map. Do you know of this area? It says Italian Road down here in the corner.
Yes, Skull Hill. Yes. Virgin. Yes, I know where the Virgin Halls are. The Scarp. Yes, I know exactly where that is. The cave.
So it's just down up
the
that
rooting
way?
Cave. I've not heard of a rooting cave. I have to say that's new to me. But the ravines and what have you all the way along the hill here. There's numerous caves and places where people can go. Do you think that's where Katrina is then?
I don't know, but I just needed you to compare it to my actual map of the area so that I know exactly where we're going. It's a possibility.
Oh.
But tell me...
I mean, if there's any way she's alive, then obviously you must find the lady. Of course, I shall mark it on your map.
Thank you.
Forthwith.
Now, what about myths and legends of this area? What can you tell me?
What specific reason? Sorry.
Oh, you see, I believe that, well, we are on the trail of these women who wish to be witches. And they may have chosen this area for a very specific reason. And I'm trying to figure out what that is. I've heard of a story about the lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
And
No,
that this entire island was made of
it's not an island.
The the peninsula or what have you is made of the Devil's Rock.
The legend of the Hillman.
That's the one. That's the chap. That's the chap.
Oh, it's always, I feel, as a chaplain, as a man of God, I do think it's important to understand local legends so that you understand the mindset of the people to which you attend.
100%, man. High five on that one.
So, yes. So, I have made it quite clear that I am not a fan of this new hotel and the debauchery from which it brings.
Indeed.
I think it's important. You may or may not be aware that the town is not particularly fond either.
Truly.
So,
has there been any conflicts?
Well, indeed. Last summer, the owner of the lighthouse, Magnus Lundin, was caught trying to burn the hotel down.
Wow!
The authorities intervened, and the only reason that he escaped any conviction is that the lightkeeper has, for centuries, oh dear, been important for the people of Mölle. He is known in the legends as the Hill Man, and is alleged to watch over the hill and protect the people here from the devil. So in some ways he is considered a man of God. Had Magnus been jailed and convicted, then the London family would not have been able to continue their legacy to protect the hill, and so as such he was allowed off on a technicality.
Wait, how long ago was that?
Last summer.
Last summer?
Mm-hmm.
And so he still tends the
lighthouse, yes, absolutely,
yeah.
yes.
Madness London.
Yes, about 6 months ago. So, yeah.
Sorry, was it Madness or Magnus?
Magnus.
Oh, I can't wait for the next part here. Madness London.
Magnus.
So they think I got it. And so they think he's what's like the spirit of this thing? Like he's just a regular guy, right? Like, but they think
of course he is. The only people that can protect people from the devil are ourselves. Men of God. He is not a man of God. He is... Don't get me wrong. He's a very reasonable man. He obviously takes his position as the hillman very seriously and protection of the hill from the devil. But I guess the devil comes in many forms, and he felt that the hotel was one of those forms. These deaths are quite disturbing, though. And he looks down at the body.
I'm sure you can handle that situation. We have to get up to the lighthouse. We're trying to solve these problems, Father.
Well, there is a creature that has been sent from hell to punish Mölle for its sins. I have seen it.
What does it look like?
It looks like a giant pig. At least that's what it looked like to me.
What was it doing when you saw it?
Eyes look like the fires of hell. It was on the outskirts of the village one evening.
When did you see it?
A week ago, maybe?
Did someone
before
die
the
that night?
hotel-
No. No, nobody.
Just
Well,
before.
So it's
It would
10
have been
days
just-
ago Katrina went missing.
sorry, just before what?
Was it just before Katrina went missing, or was it? Sorry, I was getting my timelines confused.
No, it was after. Yes, it was a few days after.
And no one died that day that you saw it. What was
No.
it doing?
Looking into the village. Just stood there.
And then where did it? In which direction did it leave?
I was looking at a creature of the devil. I came to church and prayed for redemption.
So it was still standing on the hill, and then you left.
Yes.
Okay.
Glosson, they call it.
Yes.
Yes. I'm sure it's in league with witches.
Who
I have heard
owns it?
tales of rival witches using Glosson to steal each other's power. Mm-hmm.
How would that work?
Yep.
Does it like eat a spell book? What? It's a pig.
By consuming the insides of a witch, it absorbs
right.
their power. And then obviously it takes it for the other witches.
I get
Can
you.
I ask
That kind of makes sense.
Can I ask where you heard the name Glosson? It's one I've only just come across myself.
Talking to locals, I do my research. I came across the word, a book on witchcraft.
Andrew, this feels slightly meta, but you ask us to ask for roles. Can I do some kind of observation about how honest he's being?
Of course, can.
Both about
Nothing
both
much
about
about
the
that.
witchcraft.
Yep, do it.
It's just this mechanic is a bit different from what I'm used to, and I'm sort of getting
Yeah.
used to it. I'm thinking specifically about his honesty, not only around
Do the roll.
the
roll.
the witchcraft. I know I'm trying to as I'm speaking. I promise it's not. I'm not waiting on it. I'm just
Okay.
doing the mechanics. Yeah.
Two.
What I was going to say is not only about the witchcraft thing, but also we were given reason to believe that he already knew Josephine. So I'm also curious about his reactions to the fact that it's her we've got with him.
What gave you? Why do you think you already knew Josephine?
The
From
sisters
the
told
comments.
us that she'd gone out to see the priest. She'd done that repeatedly.
Mhm.
And he's now saying there's 3 witches. Well, sorry, he's saying there's 3 artists up at the hotel who he frowns on and knows nothing else about. So I'm curious as to whether he does know something that he's not letting on, or whether she's been going somewhere else.
So he, as far as you can tell, he believes devoutly everything he is telling you, but he does look at her quite a lot. And not just in a, oh my God, that's a gourd body type. He is glancing at her. He's finding it quite
Potentially
difficult to look at her.
familiarly.
Potentially. Anything else?
No.
Do you think? Oh, is my mic on? Sorry, I thought I muted myself.
Yours.
So that's 2 bodies, Reverend, and ripped from stem to stern, and at least 1 missing and 1 missing dog. Do you believe that it's the inn that is really the source of this?
The hotel is absolutely the source of the depravity. And the fact that Mölle allowed this hotel to be built means that the town itself is infected with sin.
But you did mention that Gloucester are used by witches against witches.
Correct.
If we assume that the 3 victims so far are, at least on some level, women of sin, does that not imply that there is a witch with a vendetta against them? And these women, for all their sins, are the victims here, and that there's a perpetrator that we need to determine. Do you know of anyone else who might be in use of magic who has an agenda against any of these people?
What a fascinating question, sir. Do you know, I have been focusing so much on my own hatred and distrust of this place that I had not stopped to consider.
Perhaps someone who shares your views of the hotel and the people in it, but not your proximity to God.
He gestures towards the front door. You could walk and knock on practically any door in this town, and the vast majority of people will hold these same feelings.
But I'm sure
it would pain me greatly to think that I have been tending to a flock that included witches. But the way you put it there, sir, I cannot completely reject the notion.
It occurs to me that if the notion is correct, then we're looking for someone who has 2 things in common. Sorry, who has 2 things that is true about them, I mean.
I've just spotted, by the way, we've got another comment on YouTube. I don't know when it appeared, so my apologies. But the same person has put, I thought the door to hell was in the hotel when talking about Olga's room.
Oh, I didn't really get that.
Wow. Who knows?
But I mean, we're going back there tonight, so whatever.
I shall ponder this. I'm very sorry, gentlemen. You must excuse me. You appear to have left a dead body on one of my pews, and I shall need to clear this up. I will arrange for somebody to come and collect the body. And of course, we must say prayers. Although if she is a witch, she will burn in hell for all eternity.
Thank you very much. Although I'll tell you one thing, Reverend, we minister to everybody. That's what being Christian is about.
I completely agree, sir.
Even witches.
We do our best.
I'm just saying, Anna didn't go seeing this fucking priest.
Yeah, that's
this
right.
This would have gone very different if Julian and Anna were in the room.
Oh yeah, there would have been.
I think we are going to take off. The priest, the church crew are going to take off and try to catch up with them in the at the lighthouse with our new information and updated map.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think we can take a comfort break? Because that's then we can catch up with the lighthouse crew.
Would people like to take a quick comfort break?
Yes, please.
Okay. So 5 minutes. And those of you watching, we will be right back.
It's Alexi. Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, I'll see if people can let me know when you're back. Tyker is still showing us away. Julian is...
Carl is away too. He's just popped into the ladies.
I say. We are streaming, by the way, so...
Why would you do that?
Well, seeing as I was the last in, it's obviously a ladies.
I am sore.
Why, what have you been doing? Who have you been beating up?
No, I've been relaxing. I've been on a holiday and it's been fabulous. Just life.
Life is sore, to be fair, in my humble experience.
We did a lot of walking. It's the main thing we sort of do when we're down in Cornwall is walk, wind, rain or shine, and it mainly rained. But
love Cornwall.
It's so lovely. It was so good. It's so good.
So you're sharing this with everybody watching.
Yes.
Well, everyone in the world needs to know how lovely Cornwall is.
Cornwall is fantabulous.
It is.
Everybody's also potentially seeing me in my boudoir in earnest. Computer, stop.
Oh,
but I'm now
like the professional gamers we are.
Indeed, indeed. Oh, do you know what was not lovely in Cornwall? I got bit on the mouth by a seagull.
That would hurt.
It really, it really.
I couldn't predict
were you eating a chip?
Was going at any point.
I was my first pasty of Cornwall. All right, so good.
Oh, no.
Like the thing I dream about, a fresh pasty.
And you were near a beach.
The last final bite I was about to eat, and at that moment I was hit in the face by a seagull, which then to bite the pasty and also bit my lip, which then proceeded to swell. And my family, who had literally just walked away from me, just heard me swear like a frickin' sailor and shocked a small family near me and turned around and just there being like, yeah.
Oh, I better show up.
Yeah, that was my first day in Cornwall.
In Cornwall, that's called a holiday romance.
Indeed, that's what my family says. They're at least like, you pulled someone, Amy. I'm like, I don't think I want to pull a bird. Oh. Yeah.
Right. Is everyone back?
No, we've got an empty leaf chair.
Yes, there is an empty leaf chair.
I'm so uncomfortable.
Although we are just about to transition away from me and Leaf and
that's true.
Go across to the.
And we are all in for
the
equality, so
side,
transitioning is fine. So we can do that.
All right, let's do it.
Because we have people watching, and I did say 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's carry on.
So
yeah, Tyker just wrote. So Anna's going to smack Julian on the arm and be like, "Fuck!" and point at Tyker.
Ow, what?
Blimey, your instructions towards those two are getting more direct.
Oh my goodness!
Anna does not give that instruction. Let's just be very clear on that.
God, do something.
I mean, Sebastian's not with you, so you know. The ethereal voice.
So Julian turns and looks at Tyker.
Tyker, Anna's going to try and shake her. You with us?
Am I?
All right.
Yeah. Let's ask God.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Struck me with something.
Yep, you're fine. It only lasts a moment.
You're right, Tyker?
I guess.
What happened?
She shakes her hand. Nothing. I just.
Don't pull back. Come on, what happened?
We both saw that. What happened?
Convincing.
What did you see?
We saw you not here for a second start. What did you see?
A memory, I suppose.
A what?
You saw what?
A memory.
A memory of what?
A memory. A memory of something. 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 A memory of som I'm not sure myself.
A real memory or a memory that was disjointed and not how you remember remembering it?
I don't know.
We can't help you unless you're honest.
Can you keep walking?
Yes. So it stumbles a little bit, but follows.
Well, that's it. We're not going to ask any more questions. Anna looks to Julian.
It doesn't help. Take it from me.
All right, fine. Keep your secrets, Tyker. Anna turns and carries on walking.
Julian sort of hangs back with her a minute and goes, "But we do want to help. We don't judge."
Look who's
Yourself, Anna
talking.
calls back.
What does that
Tycho
mean?
would say. Considering that Tycho knows nothing about no brother, but heard you talking about him just now. So, secrets? Really? Don't tell secrets on me.
I did. For goodness sake.
I'm not talking to you, Julian, for God's sake, obviously. Although you are also very secretive, as far as I know.
Only a
It was a
little.
memory. It was as I remember it. It was not a pleasant one.
Was it a formative happening?
Yes.
Maybe one of the reasons you're here.
Maybe.
Let's keep walking. You can tell us when you're ready.
Anna pauses. Did it want you to do anything in your vision, Tyker?
Depends what you mean.
Like, did it ask you to do something or sort of leave you with the impression of needing to do something?
Why, have you had such a dream or a vision?
Anna doesn't meet Julian's gaze. Did it, Tyker?
Not really. Again, it's as I remember it. Although, again, you could say it's the reason I'm here. In a sense, it did make me do.
Did you have a dog in yours, like some of the others had? They had a black dog appear. Did you have that in yours?
No.
What was different then in yours?
Give us something.
But that's the point. It wasn't different, for God's sake. It was as I remember it, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
But was someone watching the proceedings? Or did you get the impression they were?
Well, I was being watched, yeah, absolutely.
It's this Natram thing again. Seems no matter where we go, it's following us. Come on, let's get to the lighthouse quick.
All right, let's go.
I wish we'd been able to find a horse in this accursed winter.
Or
Horse.
Hmm.
A horse.
Still wouldn't have been much use for me. I should really learn to ride at some point.
So, after much clambering and walking and scuttling about, you find yourself at the lighthouse, and you see this whitewashed tower attached to a stone house. It's quite a stumpy little lighthouse. You know, it's not like a big tall thing. It doesn't really stick very high up at all. And you see there's a balcony that runs along the outside of the tower up the top where the lantern is. And as you approach, the weather changes dramatically and suddenly to the point where you can suddenly no longer make out the lighthouse at all.
Can we make out
I
each other?
don't think this is natural.
No.
Julian shouted.
The weather, excuse me, suddenly rolls in, and there's this great storm that darkens the sky, and it starts to rain. Icy rain and snow, like sleety snow. The wind picks up and the wind starts howling around you, and the ground becomes slippery underfoot.
Julian's gonna grab Taika and Anna's hands and sort of like keep them together and just sort of push forward as hard as he can towards the lighthouse.
Give me a vigilance roll, all of
Anna's
you.
pulling up her coat against the wind.
3.
Sees
3.
everything.
1.
You all pass. Just to the side of the lighthouse, in a flash of light, you spot a man crouched by a bush, watching you.
Anna calls out, "Hello there? Hello?"
Very slowly, the shape stands up and starts to walk slowly towards you and goes,
Anna grips her sword.
Who goes there?
I should be asking you the same question.
This
We're
weather
from the
anything to do with you?
What are you talking about? I can't control the weather. I might be a light keeper, but I can't control the weather.
All right,
We
then.
mean no harm. Please let us in.
That's what he looks like.
He
We'll
looks
all
back.
perish if we stay out here.
You better come in quick then.
Thank you.
He just opens the door and lets you into the very first room, which is just kind of quite a small living room, really. It's an everything room. You have, you can see in one end, there's a bed up against the wall. There's a desk with a wood stove next to it, which is lit and belching out heat. And there's a small table, and that's it. Otherwise, it's pretty basic. Really, it's almost sad. And in the middle of the room, you can see a trapdoor, which obviously goes down to the lighthouse cellar, and then there's that's it. Nothing else of interest that you can see.
Anna sort of shakes the water off her and takes off her coat and hat and holds out her hand to the man. Captain Anna Coombe, nice to meet you. Thanks for getting us out the rain.
Magnus London.
Dr. Julian Summerby, and this is Miss Taika Kilpella.
I say, esteemed people. What
yes.
brings you to the hill?
We came to ask you about what the hell did we come here for?
I was literally just thinking that way. How do we start it?
Yes, thank you. Yes,
this lighthouse, it guards against more than the rocks. Am I right?
According to local people.
It's not just for making sure that there's safe passage for the boats out on the sea. It's also for watching the hill.
Give me manipulation rolls.
Please don't.
1.
I'm not lying. Am I?
For once, no, I would say you're not. Sorry, for once.
Yeah.
I say, what cheek? Ah, you're asking about the local legend. Oh, yes, they call me the man of the hill, don't they?
Yes.
And my father before me, and my father's father.
I'm terribly
Those
sorry.
of us
Was it
that keep the lighthouse.
Mr. London? We really don't have time to waste. And forgive me for putting it quite like this, but if there is anything that you know that can help us, we believe that someone has done a particular ritual, and now there is. It's like a beast, a boar that's wild and killing people who have any kind of sight or potentially witchcraft about them. It's taken 2 already.
He walks over, as you're talking, he sort of walks over to the stove and holds his hand up like that.
Like what?
And then he just holds his hand out to the flames.
Warming himself.
Somebody's done what, you say?
They've conducted some kind of ritual.
They've let something out of the portal.
What portal?
A portal. I'm sorry, are you trying to insinuate that the rumors and the bedtime stories of this region are true? You believe children's story tales?
Yes, don't you? Aren't you meant to guard against them?
Well, it serves a purpose, I suppose.
Let's just say not all stories are stories. We have 2 dead people in very peculiar circumstances.
We only know about 1 dead person.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, you do know about 2 probable.
Yeah. He walks over
You've got
to
the
the desk
hotel
and
owner.
sort of leans down and stands up, and he starts leaning on a stick that he's picked up.
Oh, what kind of wood is this stick?
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
Thank you.
What is it?
Thank you, Amy, for asking that question. Yes.
Fuck. Is it a lindenwood stick?
So this would be a learning roll if anybody wants to work out what wood he's holding.
Oh my
Henry
goodness.
is an expert woodworker.
Oh God, yes! Come on, Anna recognizes wood when she sees it.
You do recognise lindenwood, absolutely.
Yep. That's the sailor in her.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
If you've come up here to waste my time talking of children's stories, then I will kindly ask you to leave.
Anna tightens her grip on the sword. I think you know exactly what we're talking about.
I'm sorry, children's stories does not explain a dead body of acquaintance of ours that called us.
I see. And I suppose you heard that I was accused of trying to burn down that new despicable, disgusting hotel during the summer. And so you think now I'm killing people?
No, we didn't, actually.
Leave my home.
It's news to us.
Your stick, sir. Can we have that?
No.
Anna's going to draw her sword. I ask you again, can we have that stick?
Before you threaten a man in his own home, he glares at you. You should really think about whether that is wise, particularly if you have been led to believe that I am somebody that protects this land.
Protects it from what? What exactly do you gain from what we believe you've done?
What do you believe I've done?
That wood that you're leaning on is used in the particular ritual that brings this boar forth.
Boar? You mean a glosson?
Beast.
Anna tightens
her
sword.
If you believe that I am responsible for such things, and you believe that this here staff controls such things, do you really think challenging me in my own home is a wise thing to do?
I still think there's one of you and 3 of us, mate.
He raises
Sounds like
the
it
stick
solves the problem.
and bangs it down on the floor. And you hear a hum
Oh no.
Great.
start spreading through the lighthouse.
Can Anna punch him?
You're not close enough.
Oh, god
So
damn
no.
it. Can Anna throw an apple at his head?
Sure. Yeah, give me an agility roll.
Great. Thank
Why
you.
are you wasting apples?
The floor.
One apple lost. Oh man! Actually, you got him right
I
in the
beat
eye.
him with an apple.
Just a minute.
Okay. Okay. It's
I hit him.
You hit me with that apple, and it bounces off my head.
I'm hoping to distract him so I can get close enough and try and get the staff from him while he's dealing with his owie
You
head.
hear a guttural roar come from beneath your feet.
good apple work, though. Solid on the apples.
And suddenly, I had given you a chance to get out, but no. Suddenly, the door to the basement bursts open.
Oh, shit.
And a beast
Oh god.
Yeah.
I want
Okay,
to.
yeah.
I want
itself
to.
out. And
I hope we have a second apple.
its red eyes glaring at you, and it roars. And I need you all, the three of you, to give me a fear test.
No.
Fear plus what?
+2.
Oh shit.
So, Anna and Taika, what are your responses to failing your fear tests?
Anna would like to attack.
What do you fail? How much do I need?
The stick.
No, Taika, you failed.
I need more than one?
You needed more than one. Julian is just clinging on by the skin of his teeth to his sanity at this moment in time.
Oh my god.
Okay.
But
Run.
Anna's attacking.
so Taika turns and flees out the door.
Bye, Taika.
And you're just going to attack.
Yeah, how does an attack with fear work? How...
So basically, you just attack whatever's nearest to you, which would be Julian.
No, he wasn't. I was running towards the man after I beamed him in the head with an apple.
No, you didn't really have the opportunity to, unfortunately.
Oh god damn it! No, oh shit!
So,
run, Julian, run!
I don't think.
I can't. I don't see it coming.
Shit.
I thought that meant attack the cause of your fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's punch whatever's near.
No, it's the nearest hostile person or creature. So with
Oh,
whatever
Julian's
weapon
not
you
hostile.
currently holding, which is your sword, and it would be the glosson that you're therefore attacking with the sword.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Really unwise, but all right.
So yeah, you're now in rounds.
If you were scared by the thing, why would you attack the person who's running away from it?
So
I attacked the beast.
Yeah, you would attack the thing you're scared
let's
of,
just
right?
let's just remove whoever's not in this
Oh my
combat.
god, I'm sweating. No. Jeez.
More and yeah, attack with your saber.
Oh god.
I want to hear that scream, the fearful, but yet attack cry, but it's still scary. I want to hear that.
Mort is not with us. Is she?
Sadly not.
I'm hacking the beast. I'm
on
hacking
the
it.
way.
Okay.
I want to hear the scream.
So
I did it.
No, we missed it. Did anybody else hear it?
No. Anna did not scream. There was no scream.
Okay.
But
What happened?
but the sword does kind of smack into into the beast, who just turns its eyes that look like burning coals towards you and just goes, "Vroom." So Maud's not there. Anna, you're up again.
Up again. So what's the positioning of things? Like, can I get the stick away from the man, or am I still sort
You've got to get past the. You'd have to get past the glosson to do that.
I'm gonna stab it again then with my saber.
Do it.
Right in the mouth.
Oh, hang on. Why am I now controlling? I don't want to be controlling.
I didn't get the saber noise.
I want to be controlling
there
the
you go.
blossom.
Right across the beak.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Let's just say you missed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you missed.
Yeah.
Julia.
I missed.
Why is it so quick?
What's closer to me?
It'll be the glosson.
Okay, I take out my pistol and shoot it.
Do it.
What am I rolling?
Actions.
In your actions, you've got your pistol.
Gotcha.
Oh, yes, Julian. 3 successes.
Right. So the glosson has one more avoid.
I don't want to get killed by a pig. I hate the pigs.
All of that. That's 3.
Oh, go on, Julian. Go on.
You're baking now, bitch.
I wonder if the apple on the floor will distract it at all.
Oh, yeah, shit. I should have thrown an apple at it. God damn it.
And none of you have made
That's
any
what I
attempts, considering you've all got apples and you've all kind of
But
are ignoring that.
Anna threw one.
Anyway!
It's still on the floor.
Okay, well-
I unmuted to say something, and then thought, no, I'm not in the room, so I can't.
So,
Oh, God.
Yeah, there you go. 3 on the pistol versus 0.
So the glosson is now throwing its self at Julian as the person that has just done
The most damage.
Oh,
the
shit.
most damage. Yeah.
So we get it in the eye or what?
You can roll agility to avoid.
Come on, Julian.
It's only a charging boar. You'll be fine.
No, look at that.
What does that mean? Bit
No,
of a draw.
Equal.
You're all right.
Okay.
You
You're
just
not
managed
split
to
into-
pull yourself out the way. Tyker is running. Henrik isn't there. Chaplain isn't there. Sebastian isn't there. The Lightkeeper.
Oh, God. I forgot he's in this fight as well.
Yeah, he is.
We could have negotiated, for God's sake.
Yeah, you could have done.
Maybe, yeah. But we
So,
don't like
but-
hillbilly sorcerers anyway.
The
They're always trouble.
Yeah, but we came into his house with a saber. So it was
Okay, but no, come on. Anything we've learned is that hillbilly sorcerers are always trouble, for sure.
What's this like housekeeper doing?
So the Lightkeeper turns and faces Anna.
Oh, great.
Oh, God. Magic.
He's got a,
Well, yeah, he's got a magic staff.
I can't get the skill.
What do I roll to protect against magic?
So I need you to roll. Hang on, I think for this one it's observation.
This is horrendous.
What? Observation?
Well, if it's an illusion spell, it would be observation, I guess.
Oh, hang on.
Is she trying to counter it?
Oh my God.
No, she's just being
not fall
Magic.
victim to it.
It depends what this fucking spell is. I want that.
Oh no, vigilance. Sorry.
Okay.
Give me a
Thank
vigilance
fuck for
roll.
that. Come on, Anna.
And he's got fucking
No. She got shit on.
Uh-oh.
No.
So you suddenly see Julian.
Great.
And you suddenly realize that there is something wrong with Julian. It's almost like he has a double heartbeat, and you can sense that as Julian shifts from side to side, there is something else shifting with him.
Oh no, what?
My question exactly.
The spell is called Paranoia, I presume.
Anna is backing the fuck away from Julian, looking like
And
oh my god.
not only that, but as you back away, you realize that down the back of one of Julian's trouser legs, it looks like there is something else down there, not just a leg, and it's moving very slightly, and you wonder if it could be a tail.
Oh no. Anna's backing away, shouting at Julian.
Is that how
No.
Chupacabra is supposed to?
And you're up, Anna.
Oh shit! Anna's gonna start throwing apples at Julian and the creature in a sort of manic thing.
Okay.
You wouldn't immediately try to cut the tail off?
No, I don't want to go anywhere near that.
Give me a manipulation roll.
Okay.
Are you happy with that? You happy with failing your manipulation roll?
I don't know. Am I lying?
Or do you want? No, you're not. You're throwing apples at the Glosson.
I'm gonna push it. I got one.
Why manipulation though? Throwing is very.
The Glosson suddenly laps the apples and starts to go for them. Julian, you're next.
I'm gonna launch myself at the what's his name?
You would still have to get past the Glosson to do that.
All right, I level the gun at him. I level the gun at him.
Okay. And what? Shoot him or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at the hand or the arm that's holding the staff.
You'll get a very specific shot. Okay.
All right, his shoulder then.
Well, no, that's fine. If you're aiming for something specific.
This side of his body. What do you want? There's an angry mad boar pig in the room that's only just been distracted by apples, and Anna looks like she's having some kind of seizure next to me, and I've got no idea what's going on. Tyka's buggered off, and this guy's waving around a magical implement. I'm just gonna shoot as much as I can, mate. Give me the benefit of the freaking doubt.
Are you
The
aiming
point
at
is
the
you'll need a lot of successes. That's all.
Then I would
pig or
suggest.
dude?
I would suggest then that you shoot and see what happens.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on, yes!
Come on, Julian. Shoot.
Nice! Were you shooting at the pig or the dude?
Well, you were shooting at the dude.
Dude.
So
The
you were
pig doesn't
shooting at
tend
his
to have an
hand.
arm to shoot at.
If you were shooting at his hand, which is what you originally said, with
Yep.
that you succeed. Hang on,
Nice.
but let me just see if he is able to react to that. Enough.
With a bullet.
Yeah, not gonna lie, mate. Even with magic, bullets are pretty freaking quick.
Yeah, 0.
Get in.
And you hit his hand and send the staff spinning out of it.
Can I shout, Anna, grab it?
Anna, who's just
I mean, you can try. The Glosson is eating apples. Tyka is outside the lighthouse, and you kind of come to at this point, Tyka, sort of a little bit down the track, and it's no longer raining. The weather has just returned to just being cold and shit.
Fabulous. I go back. Because
You're going to run back to the lighthouse. Okay, that's fine. That's your move.
well, they need help, I suppose.
Yes, you
I
would,
don't know what's
you
going
would hear
on.
the gunshot from Julian. And Anna shouting like she's been murdered, which probably isn't anything anything you'd really want to experience. So Magnus is now turning himself turns to Julian.
And he's a werewolf now.
Oh god, he's doing magic on Julian too, and Julian's got a fucking gun.
Okay.
What does Julian
Give me
like?
a force roll, please, Julian.
Different magic.
Oh,
Nothing.
okay.
What happens?
Put it in mind that we both like swing for each other at the same time and both connect a bit.
No, he's casting magic at you. You
Magic.
feel a tingling in your hand, but it's just a tingling.
Thank goodness.
My god.
Anna.
How is Julian still looking doubly heart-beatingly weird?
Give me another
Vigilance?
Give me another vigilance roll.
Did they see a phone box outside the lighthouse?
Ooh.
Okay, Julian is back to looking like himself.
Oh, thank God. Anna's going to... the guy dropped the staff, isn't he? Anna's going to pick up the staff.
It's the other side of the glosson,
Oh,
which is eating apples.
well, can I run past it while it's eating apples?
So, okay, you want to run past, give me an agility roll.
Come on, Anna. Come on, Anna. Yeah.
Okay, and I would like a stealth roll as well.
Okay, come on. To be fair, I don't think I was being that stealthy. I think I just went for it.
It's the Anna way. The Anna we have all come to know and love.
She ain't the subtlest of beasts.
Although she's showing growth, she didn't stab Julian this time.
Okay, well, you make it past the glosson.
Ho-ho.
So you manage to get round. The glosson is rather enjoying the apple still, and doesn't quite react quickly enough as you go past. However, Julian.
Your turn, mate.
Oh, right. There was a however Julian, and so I was like,
Well,
what?
who knows what you're going to do next? Is the thing.
I'm going to keep the
heavy
gun.
weight of an ellipsis.
I'm going to keep the gun leveled at the dude, and while Anna is on the go, and I'm just going to sort of like toss another apple out of my pocket. I picked up two.
So are you tossing the apple or are you shooting the gun?
No, I'm just tossing the apple. I'm keeping the gun leveled so he don't move.
Okay, give me a manipulation roll then, please.
Manipulation.
First time I've ever heard dual wield gun and apple.
The glosson reacts and goes on at the apple.
William.
Fabulous. Good.
And misses its turn as a result. Taika.
Nice.
Taika comes bursting through the door to be confronted by Julian with a gun in one hand and the apple soaring through the air being eaten by the glosson, which must look weird as shit. Anna leaping towards a stick and the guy holding his hand going, "Ah, you bastard."
What the hell is going on here?
To be fair, that would look so fucked up.
Big pig bad.
Assuming I also have apples because we shared them, I'm
You
gonna
do,
try
yeah.
and keep the basket.
Everyone had
distracted.
at least one apple in their pocket. I
Shush,
don't know
Henrik.
what happened to the surplus apples,
Henrik,
but
shut
I
up.
made sure everyone had one apple.
Henrik, shut up. What do you say,
Sorry.
Taika?
Apple, boar,
You're gonna...
apple.
Okay, give me a manipulation roll.
Why? It's the worst stuff.
Hey, there you go.
No,
Success.
Bloody hell.
we'll go with that.
What's he gonna do?
What's he gonna do this
Surrender.
time?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Who's that at?
This is at you, Anna, and I need a force roll, please.
Oh god. Okay, come on, Anna. You've got this. No, apparently she ain't got it.
So as you close in, you suddenly feel a ripping sensation across your chest, and you take 3 points of physical damage.
Oh shit!
What?
My least favorite type of physical sensations.
3 damage.
Yeah.
Christ.
And so, Julian, you suddenly see like Anna's chest rip open and blood start pouring out of her chest.
Hell.
Shit.
What? No, that's too much damage. That's too much damage.
How does it work?
That's the worst sensation that you can have is ripping.
Oh my god.
I really can't think of a other one.
Oh my god.
Maybe rotting, but ripping is really a bad one.
Oh my god. Fuck.
It's okay, it's a game. She can band-aid you.
Why are we fucking?
Because it's been ripped open.
Yeah, that's
Is
pretty.
it uncomfortable?
Yes, that's the most damage we've ever taken in a single hit.
Yeah.
I've got 1 health left.
I did try and tell you guys to, try to hint really subtly that you should leave. But, you're up next, Anna.
Fuck. Anna's clutching her bleeding chest. She pulls out her gun and shoots the man.
Oh, you're going to shoot him. Okay.
I'm going to shoot him in the head.
Well, let's see what happens, eh?
Oh my god.
But
We don't care about the stick anymore.
No, Anna's too busy
Well,
with
the
her
fact
blood
you don't have
misses. And I don't have enough things
you
to
don't really
ignore
want
it.
to push that one, do you?
No, because then I'd be dead if I push that.
Quite, yeah. So
This is horrendous.
you miss, Julian.
My god.
Oh my god.
Kill
Yeah,
him.
I'm gonna
Kill
do the same. I'm aiming for his head.
Go.
Kill him.
I just realised I haven't
Please
got a
don't
gun
suck.
sound onto your gun.
Please don't suck. Okay, 1.
Oh my god.
Hang on. I need to control him again. It keeps throwing me off him.
To be fair, if I aim for his head, 1 might be all I need to at least do enough damage to get whatever the concentration is down.
Oh, he dodges the
Thank
fucking-
you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And the Glosson is up next.
No way.
But it's eating apples. It's eating apples.
The Glosson is eating apples.
I don't want to die. I don't want to
Taika.
Shoot him, Tiger. Shoot him. Anna's shouting from the floor.
Right, I didn't wanna, but what can I do?
Oh god, Tiger, you fucking
Oh, what?
Of all the people to miss.
Push it.
Right.
Push it. Push it real good. Dude.
No!
Oh,
What's
dear.
going on?
How is
No,
this
Taika,
possible?
that's 1 physical damage.
No!
Oh,
Still miss.
how?
Oh.
No.
I know we were an hour behind, but perhaps the other 3 are rushing up the path right behind us.
Oh no, what does he do? Oh no, 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 no.
Oh, someone's getting eaten by a frog.
So,
No, I don't like the face.
Consequences.
I can't cope. Come on, what's going on? Andrew!
So he... Hang on, I'm just checking because he's getting a little bit...
Worse for wear.
Worse for wear. He pulls out a gun.
No, no,
Come
no,
on.
no, no.
Stop this. What?
No.
Also has a gun. Nice.
Yeah.
Beast magic
And
gun.
shoots at Taika. You can give me an agility roll if you want to try and avoid that, Taika.
Will it? Can I use my bonus on it too? Or just the agility?
No, this is just a plain agility roll. That's right.
2 successes.
Oh.
Anna.
Yep. I shoot him again.
Oh, you're going to shoot him again, right? Okay.
Wait, what do I do better in? Do I do better in stabbing or shooting?
You might do better in holding the stick and getting rid of the flipping boar.
Well, the boar, to be fair, isn't a problem at the moment. He's the problem.
Well, you both. Actually,
He will be.
He's quite close, but your ranged combat is better.
So,
and you're not really in a condition to stab him.
So should I shoot him or stab him? Which is
Well,
better?
you've got your gun in your hand, so I would suggest either sticking with that.
I fucking missed.
What's going on?
Or you could try going for the staff.
Oh god!
You know,
Anna's just struggling to breathe.
Julian.
Oh
I don't have the space to sort of get up and whack him with the staff, do I?
Well, you've got to get to the staff first, because you've still got a Glossenum between you.
Can I run and shoot at the same time?
Not accurately. You would take a penalty.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
Just shoot
Fine, I
him.
run. I've still got another apple just in case.
Keep shooting.
Shoot him, Julian. Shoot him.
Okay.
God. Oh, 1 success.
Okay. He is not in a situation where he can avoid at the moment, so
I was
he
aiming
goes-
for his head.
well, that doesn't matter. He gasps and staggers backwards, clutching at his shoulder. And the Glosson is up.
Is it still yummy?
No longer yumming apples.
Bugger.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god, this is so bad.
But let's go see the priest.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You could have waited
Attack the
for
gun in
us.
his own house.
I'm so sorry.
We only had so much daylight.
Sausage.
Freaking
Yeah, that's why you never
now
split
look.
the party. Never split the party.
What does the Glosson do, Andrew?
I'm just a minute. I'm just working out what it's going to do.
Attacks the lighthouse keeper.
The
It's-
quote for this one is Anna's already gone. That's the one.
Shut up. No words from you for another 50 minutes.
He should be uncontrollable, no?
So, Julian, you're the closest.
Yeah.
Give me an agility roll.
Jump, Julian, jump like you've never jumped before.
Floor is lava.
Yeah. Climb the curtains, mate. There we go, Julian. Yes.
Matches. Come on.
Go on, Julian.
Give me an inspiration roll, Julian.
You are being very demanding this evening.
Produce Slade.
I didn't put you in this situation.
2. Come on.
You jump out of the way and find yourself near the staff.
I'm going to pick it up.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't. But thank you for being demanding on this occasion. God, Mr. Odin, sir.
And they say you can't get the staff these days.
Well, quite. Taika.
Okay. I should not sunk.
Come on, Tiger.
Who are you shooting?
2 successes.
The main villain, apparently.
You're
The
shooting
guy.
huge. Okay. The bullet slams into his chest and he stares at you, Taika. He
Stop
stares
staring,
at
just
you with a face
die.
that is full of hatred and anger. And then he topples over backwards.
I thought I would need another fear test.
I know, me too. Fuck for that.
The Glosson howls. Anna, you're next.
Anna picks up the staff.
Julian.
I guess I'll throw the last apple to the Glosson.
Give me a manipulation roll.
Because throwing apples is not in the list. 2.
2 successes.
This is ridiculous.
And here we thought 10 apples was going to be so many apples.
It was a really juicy apple. That's how she got 2. Yeah, it's like a perfect red delicious glossed.
Oh, red delicious. Oh no, stuff that.
Oh,
Granny
a good,
Smith.
a good Canadian red delicious is pretty good, to be fair.
All right, I'll take your word for it. And
Okay,
I'll try.
we also make the Granny Smith. The new one is some cotton candy or something.
Anyway, enough apple talk. What the fuck happened?
The Glosson has taken the apple and is chompy, chompy, chompy.
In other words,
But the
I'm
Glosson
manipulated by
is
apple.
also kind of standing there staring at you. Taika, you're up.
So what are we doing with it?
I don't know. Anna's
looks at the half dead Anna with a staff, and Julian like, do we kill it? Do we? What? What's sake? I mean, I guess I'm gonna shoot it. Can we control it?
I don't know. Anna's holding the staff.
We have the remote.
We don't know.
Can we
Just shoot it for now.
We have the remote.
We know how to work the remote.
It was just banging.
Right.
Ow.
The Glosson goes.
Stop it.
Is it dead?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No.
What are you going to do?
Who?
You.
Me? I've got the staff. What do I do with the staff?
Bang it, Anna. Just bang it like he did.
Bang it! Anna whacks the staff on the ground.
And what command are you giving? What are you trying to do?
Go back to hell, you bastard!
Not very specific.
The Glosson turns and looks at you and then throws itself down the stairs into the basement. And you're out of rounds.
Anna locks the basement door and just.
And a what? What was the last bit?
Anna
It went
locks
down to the basement and it did what?
Anna locks the basement door.
So you're shutting the basement.
I'm shutting the basement, I'm locking it. Anna's sitting back and just holding.
You won't be able to lock it because the lock's been bust because it burst out of it.
Anna's sitting on top of the door then.
Right. Anna, Miss Coombe,
Medicine.
lie down at once. Let me see to you.
Fuck. Anna's like, yeah, go for it. And sort of pulls the shirt down. It's like, fucking hell. 4.
How is it? How bad does it look? Is it all right? Is it fine?
It's we'll get you through this, absolutely.
Shit.
Do you need help, Julian?
Fuck.
Look,
Sorry.
I'll tell you in a moment once I've examined her. Am I rolling medicine, Andrew, or medical equipment?
You'll be able. You can. She's stable enough for you to be able to move her, but this is going to take time to treat.
Yeah.
We should at least bandage it or
You
something.
need at least a day of treatment.
Well, I'm not going to take her back. I can't take her back all that way with her chest bleeding, can I? So I'm going to set up here.
You can patch her up enough to get her back. That's
okay.
fine.
I'm just. So what do I roll?
Do I roll anything?
Don't need to roll anything.
Okay, fine, good.
You have the equipment. You are a very decent doctor with a bit of experience. So
in it.
I mean, particularly kind of like, battlefield wounds. It's kind of your
Exactly.
bag.
God.
How do you feel?
What?
How do you feel?
Are you talking to Anna or Amy?
Yes. Do you feel like you can get up without fainting?
Oh, God.
Charred.
While they're doing that, I want to see the body.
What do we do with the thing? Anna looks at, still sitting on the floor, looks down.
You're
at the
investigating the body.
Yes. Is he dead? Is he anything on? I want to check if he's actually dead and if he has anything on him else.
He
I don't know.
is dead.
How do we get
The
rid of it?
gun,
Is it still down there? What the hell?
You find he has obviously the pistol. That was in his pocket. Otherwise, he doesn't have anything of any interest on.
Have a quick look around for books, notes, or anything like that might help us figure out what was done, and therefore see if we can figure out its opposite if that's not noted.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are no bookshelves or anything, is there? I think it's just a desk.
Yep, there is just the desk. Okay.
We can put over the trapdoor in the meantime, just in case.
So on the desk, you find a journal. And basically, flicking through the journal, you see that he's very clearly a very devout man.
Oh my God.
He clearly has a very strong Christian faith. And he is absolutely disgusted that Katerina set up this hotel. And you can tell from his writings that he is absolutely convinced that he is the only person that can hold back the forces of the devil and evil and on the hill. He is convinced of the legend and that he is the only person that could stop the coming apocalypse. You see in his diary, in this journal, about his failed attempt to burn down the hotel the year before. And you also see a plan to capture Katerina.
Capture, not kill her.
What's the
He
plan?
wants to capture her. Yeah, because
does it say
initially
when
his idea is that he can force her to close down the hotel and banish her. So he writes out his idea about taking the dog and imprisoning her until she changes her mind. And then he talks about coming across some witches, and that he believes they are attempting to use summoning magic, and that he thinks that he can use that to his advantage to get rid of the great evil that is descended on Mölle, that these witches are part of.
Like the Glosson wasn't a great evil.
Well, he thinks And the last entry is from around the time that it looks like he was about to capture Katerina. But he thinks that the witches will end up summoning something, potentially a glosson, and he puts in his journal that his linden stick will enable it to be in his control. And there's nothing written after that.
Does it say anywhere though where he's going to hide Katrina?
No.
We need to make a quick examination of the rest of the lighthouse, because of course there has to be an upstairs where the light itself is.
Yep.
Can
and
I
the
have
entrance that was outside. There was a staircase that went up the outside of the lighthouse to the top.
We might have to check the.
Go through the entire lighthouse. We're looking for that location where he's
Hey,
gonna
stop!
Henrik, shut up! You are
We're
not here.
We're not there yet.
No.
You
Well,
weren't.
just had a battle that took like an hour and a half.
You weren't going to the lighthouse.
It would have that battle literally
are
took
going
like
to the
3 minutes in real time.
You were going to go to the cave. That was what you'd said. You were going
No,
to.
I thought we were going to catch them up. We said we'd meet them at the lighthouse.
we're going after them. We were not going to the cave. We were going to the lighthouse, but we were still an hour and a half behind. So I just hope we showed up at that moment.
Why would we be an hour and a half behind? We spoke to the priest for like 20 minutes at most.
20
We
minutes,
asked them
picked
to
up
wait
the dead
for us.
body, so about an hour, and then we had to walk all the way up there. So about an hour.
To be fair, by the time they've looked through the journal, you'd probably have got there.
First of all, how the hell?
They also had the little moment with Tyker on route, which held them up momentarily.
So if they're coming through just as I'm going outside to investigate, I'm literally just going to push them aside and sort of like and go up to sort of see what's going on with the rest of it, just in case.
Okay.
First of all, how the hell devout Christian uses magic and magical?
That's a very good point. I thought
What
you
the
couldn't.
hell is going on here?
I
Who
thought you
is
couldn't
he?
use magic if you're a man of God. How did he use magic?
Well, he just
Exactly. I think we have to go into this thing about Katrina, because if he actually tried to take her, and he did take her, and she's been gone for 10 days, where is she now?
What do
Julian's looking for?
So you're going up to the lighthouse, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So you got to the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And it's totally bare up there, except for the light itself. It's totally bare. There is nothing up there at all.
No indication, nothing.
Nothing at all.
Okay, blast.
And of course, from downstairs, do we need to check under the trapdoor?
Yes, that's what I think. We'll have to check where the beast is.
Fuck.
As I come back in, I say, what do we think about breaking the staff?
I don't
And
know.
losing me controlling it? Are you crazy?
I don't think.
Sorry, are we all together now?
Yes.
Have we all? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Do not break
if we're
the staff before checking the trap door.
Yeah, if we're going to investigate the basement, let's have full control of the thing whilst we investigate the basement.
Yes, do not break the magical staff that controls the creature. Correct.
I agree.
Anna, why don't you continue your control over the thing and tell it to go to sleep?
Yep. All right.
Wait a minute, you put Anna in charge of the magical creature? I just got here.
What am I going out to do, you slacker, seeing as you've only just gotten here and you're going to get a fat lip? Be quiet while Anna does her work.
Listen, we just found out a bunch of shit about this.
To be fair, Henrik, you'd be getting there and you'd be looking at the state of them all and going, "What the actual?"
Anna is covered in blood.
Anna will be covered in blood, and of course, there's the dead body on the floor.
Listen, Anna,
Anna's
I know
probably
you're covered
closest
in
to it
blood,
still.
I heard that the lighthouse keeper might be a bad guy. Did you? Before we meet him,
Anna pushes herself to her feet and is like, "I will hit you, Henrik."
Never mind. Okay, no, I think I've been caught up with the blood.
All right, Anna's going to
The
whack
dead
her.
body is the light keeper.
Anna's
And-
leaning on the stick and she whacks it on the ground and goes, "Go to sleep."
I think you do two times. One is to summon
Sticks a
it.
finger
2
up
times
at
is-
Henrik.
I'm going to peer into the trap door.
Be our guest.
You go first, Henrik.
Be our guest. Be our guest. Put the
Be
trap
careful.
Lantern lowered into the trap door. What do we got?
So, down there, it appears to be some sort of larder. You can also see a chair and a desk down there, and some books on a bookshelf. And you see a wooden cage in the corner, inside which is a dog.
Oh, a doggy!
We found the dog.
Someone get the dog.
No.
Alive?
Wait.
And there is also, in front of the dog, a circle of apples.
Oh.
Yeah.
A circle. What?
Someone
Okay.
get the dog.
Okay. No. Hang on. Here.
I don't get it.
Someone hold the lantern.
Hang on. I think I should be able to share this with you. One moment.
Is the dog alive?
Oh yeah, I didn't ask if the dog was
Is
alive.
the dog
either.
with us, as it were?
Are you with us? Hang on.
Ooh, ooh.
Yes, the dog is alive, and it appears to be looking rather confused. I'm just trying to see. Let me just hang on. Let me just do this way.
I always thought confused was sort of the natural state of dogs.
To be fair, that's usually because of humans.
We are confusing.
We're
Right.
very confusing creatures.
I'm hoping now I can. There we go.
Ooh, the
Where?
lighthouse.
What am I looking at? What's happened?
The map.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
on the tactical mode.
it's circle of apples.
Is it a
So as you
stick
can
map?
see, there's nothing in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
You can see
Yeah.
there's the circle of apples, and the dog's in the cage.
what's in the middle of the apples? What's that? stick
Nothing.
thing?
There's nothing there.
Oh,
Is the creature around?
No.
Oh, the creature's gone.
Glosson is not to be seen.
Okay, Anna shoves Henrik down the stairs. Go get the dog, Henrik.
What are you investigating?
Bookshelves? What
They appear to be occult books.
what a hypocritical git!
Take them.
in and though. How am I carrying all the books? Any of interest? Anything? Anything about Glosson I can find? What can we do with it?
Yeah, is
Find
it
Or Natrum.
What you
If
want to
there's
sit,
anything
you want
about
to
soul
sit down?
eaters
You
in
want to
there.
sit down and read the books because
Uh,
if you want to go
Anna's
through
gonna
the
raise
books,
a
that's
hand
going to
and
be
be like,
you're going to
I'd
be there
quite
at
like
least
to
an
go
hour.
home.
You need
I
to give
mean-
at least an hour to look through the books if you want to do that.
I mean, we do have time.
Oh,
It's merely what noon, but at least a glance. What are the books?
Well,
Anything-
I think Anna doesn't want to stay, so I think
Taika and Maud, why don't you make your way back to the hotel? We'll deal with everything here.
Does anyone need any additional medical help?
Taika and Maud, what?
Who
Why-
else got hurt? I think Taika got hurt
Just a little bit.
a little bit. Yeah.
Whoever wants to go back now. We'll make a quick stock of this to make sure that however we can that this thing doesn't come back.
And also take those books.
so. You mean Anna needs to go back?
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't want to stay. So if somebody could go with her to make sure she's all right, I don't want to leave her on her own, of course.
I sort of think I need you, Julian. Anna's going to point to her chest.
this bloody bit right here.
This small little thing here that's, just
Zone in
niggling
this zone.
I absolutely understand.
That is the blood.
But if we have to literally kill a Vaesen and its commander, and then a certain prig here gets to sweep in and find all the information before everyone else, just know I'm going to be in a bit of a bad mood. That's all.
You carry on.
You didn't kill it.
I'm just gonna.
No,
Excuse
I'm
me.
coming.
No. You guys carry on.
It's
Read
not,
the book.
it's not perfectly
No,
clear.
I'm sure there's like tea or something around here. I'm gonna find a little quiet corner and just.
Just go, both of you, for God's sake.
We're going.
And leave the stuff. You might need it.
I understand Julian's bad mood, but I can't help but think Anna might already be in one.
So yes, Julian goes with Anna. He has a
No,
bit of a taste of it.
Anna stops it. No, we should finish. We'll finish it. Then we'll go. Come on. What do we need to know? Is the thing gone? Is it not gone? Go on, Maud. Do your thing. Read a book.
Yes, can we each grab a book or something?
All right, pass me one.
I hate to be that person, but why don't you just take them back to the hotel and read them there?
That's
what
what I said.
Anna was
Just take
saying.
them all
Everyone
out.
else seemed quite keen on
I
reading the
don't
book.
quite understand. You either read them and then walk, or walk and then read them.
All right,
Okay,
I say we leave the apple circle as it is. We take all the books and we go home.
Is there anything else in the room of interest?
No.
Okay,
Leave
we
the
take
apple
book
circle
and
where
the
it
dog and we leave, for God's sake.
Empty
Book,
the
dog, Anna,
dog.
go.
Yep.
Is there any more
We're all
information about where Katrina might be in here?
Well, there's nothing in the room apparently, so let's go.
Nothing.
Books and the dog. And
In
grab
the end,
apples.
it turned out to be.
Grab the
Dog
apples
gets
too.
loose. We let the dog loose. We take all the books and we go back to the inn. Yeah.
We take the dog with us.
No,
The dog
I'm
can come with us.
going to look around for a rope so I can fashion a leash.
Well, you can just. She's only a little like a. She's just a little lap dog. She's not a very big
All right,
thing.
I'll pick
You
her
just
up
carry her
then.
in the cage.
Put her in the pocket.
Good.
I'll pick her up.
More pets.
You could carry her in the cage.
I'm not going to carry her in a cage.
I should just
I can hold her.
Oh my god.
Okay.
In any case,
It's not a pig, Julian.
we take the books and animal back to the inn, right?
Okay.
It's like a really good library. You can take home books and animals.
Excellent library, yeah.
Yeah, apart from all the bloody business.
Right, let's get back to this.
Oh, I've seen a few libraries.
All right, Anna staggers to her feet and leaves the staff. Let's go then. A great 2-hour walk. Fun times.
Just don't break the stuff.
I'm so sorry.
The staff, please. Someone else take it. Don't let me wait
and
on
we
it.
definitely take
Lean
that
on
to
it
the
if you
staff.
need.
We've got the new quarterstaff, don't we? The unsharpened one.
We do, yeah.
No,
Can I
we
can I
get,
stop
we
you,
get a
Maud?
new quarterstaff every mission, so technically you both have the quarterstaff, and if you're carrying the
I don't need the tripwire right now, Henrik.
no, I was saying Maud has the
Maud.
quarterstaff, but
No,
now
no,
the
your quarterstaff.
Linden staff, what's it called?
Lindenwood.
Yep. Staff of
Anna's just leaning against the wall and just like,
Okay.
what the fuck is going on?
So
Maud,
Maud has double staffs.
Maud
Julian's
hands
gonna,
over
like
the quarterstaff.
help
Won't-
Anna on the road.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, it literally doesn't matter if let's just get out of here. I've got Anna sort of like leaning on one and a little dog in the other that looks very confused.
Oh, the little dog.
Okay.
So you
we're
return.
heading back
You
to
return
the
to the
seaside
hotel.
Yeah.
You return to the hotel after quite the day so far.
Totally.
So it's about 3:00 in the afternoon by the time you get back.
We're all exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Anna is got a little stinging sensation,
It's a tiny one.
tiny
So-
sting, like a paper cut.
Mm.
You know how much they hurt.
What do I have after failing my pistol? A broken nail.
You've got a burn on your hand from gunpowder from the gunshot.
I say,
There's
the broken nail.
There's
That's
an irony that we've got.
far worse than what Anna's got.
There's an irony that we've got a story involving a witch and a little dog. Anna nearly lost her heart, and none of us have got a brain.
Speak for yourself.
Yes.
So, what are you going to do?
Anna would like some medical attention.
Yes, I'm going to say to Miss Svensson, if indeed she's around, I'll be like, can I use one of your rooms very specifically as a sick room for Miss Coombe for a while, just until she's better? And
I mean, wouldn't my bedroom upstairs do?
Yeah, we have rooms. What do you mean?
Yeah.
all right, then let's go in that one if that's where you'd be more comfortable.
Like, yes, I don't feel like there's another room that I don't want to go on like the dining room table. That feels weird.
So,
Especially if
remember,
everyone's
if
eating.
you're going to treat Anna now, it's a full 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it will take the two of you out of the game for 24 hours of game time.
And the rest of us, will go through the books that we stole from the zone.
I feel like we have to, otherwise I feel like Anna's going to die.
Yeah.
I'm just making it perfectly clear that that's the situation.
Yes.
We are spending the next 24 hours inside the inn.
Wait,
looking through the books and treating Anna's wounds. Right?
Andrew, can you do like a patch up that only like heals part of her, which wouldn't take as long, or is any treatment going to take 24 hours?
Or can Maud help? Because I have medicine and I have +2 for the nurse talent.
Well, I think we need magic at this point.
Yeah,
is there anything that will speed it up?
So you can, you could actually, because if you're resting back at
What was that?
What was that? Who's playing? Somebody playing something? No idea. Okay.
Is there something I can do that sort of just patches Anna up temporarily, which won't take full 24 hours? Like, can she interact with her object or something?
So you can interact with your object that will give you 1. That's seen. And hang on, we may be able to. Just thinking.
I honestly thought we were going to die then.
I thought so too. And it's like, I really thought we were going to die, Julian. I thought that was fucking it. Jesus Christ.
I wasn't
When
convinced
that
we were going
thing
to make it, I have to
fucking
say.
took 3 bloody hit points in one bloody
We were incredibly close.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, we're not going to the cave today.
We also have 24 hours. It's fine.
So
unless the pig attacks tonight.
No, we have the remote.
You can use your item to heal you 1 condition. And 1 night's rest and good food at the hotel will heal you 1 more condition.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So shall I medical equipment as well?
Or is that going to take 24 hours if you medicals?
If you could use your medical equipment and roll, and if you get 2 successes, I will allow that to be a bonus to heal the 3rd.
But it still requires
10!
Okay.
She's confused about where it hurts, in fact.
It's like, what? I had a wound? No. And it's like, can you line up like the tattoo back again? And Julian's like, yeah, of course. There you go. Perfect.
All right. So you two will be spending the rest of the afternoon doing that. Okay.
Fair enough.
So that takes you out. The rest of you are what, going to be looking at the books?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me what you're trying to find.
Any reference to rituals and specifically anything of the local caves.
And the creature, the Glosson.
Yes, the Glosson.
Yeah, and I guess
We've
the
got
pig
more stuff about.
Vaesen creature, yeah, sure.
Okay. Roll away.
All right. Is that learning?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, did it not go?
Lots of learning going on.
Oh, I just won.
Sebastian's joined the pretty pictures.
That was meant to be a +2.
Who's on my team? Who are the three that are over here with
we
me?
got Maud. Depends what Maud's up to.
Maud, you get the blessing of Saint Dionysus the Dionysus Areopagite. You get 2 extra dice for your learning roll.
Oh, excellent. I got one already. So then...
Yeah, get 2 more. Go.
Okay.
Based on my rolls, I think
I hadn't realised that you'd rolled already. Sorry, Maud, I missed that one. So yeah, you can
based
roll
on my
the other 2 then.
based on my rolls, I think I get the blessing of Saint Ladybird.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how do I do that?
Oh wait, and I also get 2 extra as well. I think.
Oh, you should do one more, Maud.
Okay. Ah.
Okay, well, your extra dice didn't help. Okay. So, between you, Taika discovers some handwritten notes in some of the books which help. But what you all find together, amongst all your searchings, because rather than giving you stuff separately, so you find stories that we've already discussed about the hill. And you see in these records that the Ludin family have been at this lighthouse for about 300 years, from what you can tell. And the eldest son has been running it all this time. And you read confirmation of stuff you've already heard, that the Lightkeeper holds up evil and etc., and that their role is to prevent ignorant humans from accidentally channeling the black magic of the underworld. And with some of the handwritten notes, you see that London specifically seems to mark anything which references Glosson, and Glosson's attraction to people with sight and magic, and the fact that it will eat them and devour them and absorb their powers. And by piecing stuff together, you discover that a Glosson is normally made by a Vaesen taken over the body of a person. So a Glosson is nearly always a person. And the Glosson is nearly always only ever active at night. And during the day, the person is in control. The only exception is if the Glosson is summoned to a place that is not in daylight by somebody with a linden stick, which explains why the Glosson was able to be summoned to where you were in the lighthouse. So yes, that's pretty much what you find. The Glosson is often influenced by the person whose body they take part.
So wait, the glossin is a person, like it's a were-glossin.
Basically, yeah.
Oh.
So that could
it's
explain why we didn't
probably-
find Katrina.
Yeah.
So he turned Katrina into the pig.
Did he?
But you,
Did
you can still bring the pig back. You've got the stick. Summon the pig back in daylight. That might be enough to change it into Katrina again. And if not, then we turn it into Katrina with the stick.
Is that what the literature seems to lead us to believe?
No.
Okay.
there's too much power in a stick?
So is she lost?
No.
Is a glossin permanently a were-glossin? Like you
Literally
can
what I
only...
just asked.
Yeah.
No. So, the
And is it like a
there's something
disease, or
very
is it like a shared? Is it like a parasite? Like, is the glossin a separate entity that is attached to the person?
the glossin is the Vaesen that inhabits the skin.
So what happens to the human? Are they still alive? Is there still a
Yep.
human?
Yep.
So it's two entities.
As somebody said, consider it like a werewolf. By night it's a glossin, by day it's the human again.
Right. Okay.
And he called that storm that covered over the sky to make it the glossin.
And it's been overcast the last few days here, specifically to help them out.
I
Yeah.
think it was more the night that was helping him out.
I'm glad we... Well, but remember he said something about overcast. Anyway, I'm glad we killed the one dude that was responsible for how this worked. Now we got to rescue everybody else and check out the cave.
Taika, give me
Yes?
an inspiration roll. Or a learning roll. Actually, no, make it a learning roll. Sorry.
Is that Andrew speak for, oh God, these guys aren't going to get there on their own?
Okay.
I'm supposed to know some stuff about it, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe you're dying.
Thank you. That's it.
Share it.
What is there to share? It's half a note. For God's sake.
It's yes, but there have already been suggestions that concern that. So use that point and see where it goes.
It's your cliffhanger. We're almost done, right?
We are.
So cliffhanger. Give us the cliffhanger. Go.
Come on.
The
Tyler.
power is in the Lindenwood.
The
There you
what?
go.
I say what?
Yes, in Lindenwood. So,
So do
what
we need to
need-
break the stick?
I think we do, but we have to bear in mind that the last instruction we gave it was to send it to hell. We need it back here before we break it, or we may be assigning Katrina to hell.
No,
mean
the
we
other
have to
second was
put
to go
the
to sleep.
beast in the
Well,
ground?
okay, the last one was to go to sleep, but the one before that was to go to hell.
And
It
you weren't
wasn't in
there
the
for that,
basement
so you
when
have
we went
no
in.
idea that that was what was said.
All right.
So well done for metagaming. But
Have they not told
Apologies,
us?
I forgot that I wasn't. I forgot what I'd heard as a character and what I'd heard as a person.
I presume we shared it.
But hours have passed, so they've probably told us by now.
maybe, maybe not. Not necessarily the sort of thing that
To
you
be
would
fair, if
do.
anybody's come into Anna's, I've been shouting
To
at
be
them.
fair, we're all
We had a
screaming
2-hour
at
walk.
So yeah, that's what we
Probably a
would be.
3-hour walk with Anna in her condition. We had plenty of time to chat.
Yeah.
And do you really think you have the power to send something to a completely different dimension?
I mean, Anna's quite confident in her own abilities. It's not a well-placed confidence, but you know.
Also, it wasn't in the physical location we'd seen it go to, so it's obviously gone somewhere. Another dimension's as believable as anywhere else since it disappeared.
So the pig is still alive.
Or the
The
dog.
demon pig is still running around somewhere.
Those are my two options. Either that or the dog was the pig.
Oh, I know that.
Dog. We
I
didn't
quit.
find anything about creatures turning into Vaesen. Didn't we? It's supposed to be human.
No, and to be fair, because we're going to finish here anyway. You did find notes where the lighthouseman was very, very clear that he was using the dog to lure Katrina.
Oh, so do we have the pig? Is the pig? Sorry, the dog, the little baby dog. Is that
You
dog
have
still
the
alive?
It's up with Julia and Anna.
Yeah.
I've been distracting her when I've had to stitch her about to be like, oh.
Okay, so you still have that. That was the lure for the pig. Is that how that worked?
No.
The pig, the dog was a lure for its owner, so they could turn the owner
What was
into
the dog doing?
It
The
was
dog
the
was
lure
being in a
for the
cage.
owner.
For the owner.
Yes.
Katrina.
The owner of the dog, who is the owner of the hotel, was drawn out because her dog went missing.
Okay.
And then they turned her into the pig.
Oh, they turned her into the were. Katrina is the werepig.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is
now everything makes sense. As soon as you said she is the werepig, everything makes sense.
And on that note, people, XP. Did you participate?
Oh, and in the nicest possible way, I never thought I would hear you take that turn with someone else. Forgive me, I always thought you were going to be on the receiving end of that turn.
I suppose from your point of view, if even I've got it.
So, did you participate in the session? Yes. You got the annals as a bonus. Did you confront any Vaesen?
We did,
Indeed.
mate.
Have you identified a
But anyway.
previously unknown Vaesen?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Can we just three of us did the Vaesen?
Yes.
The other three weren't there.
True.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Isn't that point about identifying unknown Vaesen rather than fighting?
No,
unknown
that's
Vaesen?
Did you confront a Vaesen and did you identify an unknown Vaesen?
The Glosson
well,
and
we get
It's called team effort.
yeah, where was the team exactly?
Yeah.
You left us behind.
We sort of left them behind.
So
We
some
sort
of you
left
have
them
3
behind.
and some of you have 4. at
Too
this
fast,
point.
too furious.
Were you affected by your dark secrets? Send me a message if you think you were, and I shall confirm or deny. Did you take risks to protect other people?
We almost died.
Yeah, all of us who almost died, we were sort of protecting each other. Does that count?
Without
really
wanting to do my own legs, all 3 of the people in the lighthouse took risks to defend everybody else in the town from the pig.
In it.
No.
Well, there'd be 2 more dead witches if they hadn't.
Totes.
Do you think?
I think
Okay.
so.
I've never agreed so much with Carl. This is like a rare event.
You can tell it's a game about supernatural weird events.
So that's 1, 2.
We could have just run and left him.
3.
Yep.
Have you learned anything?
Well, I think things
So
have changed down, you know.
Yeah, I think you have. Yeah, I'm not even going to ask you to tell me what, because it's quite clear you have.
It was a lot to learn.
Or did you develop something in your headquarters? No. Did you perform an extraordinary action?
We battled a giant piggy.
No.
Again, a different giant piggy. But yeah, the Vaesen seem very focused on piggies.
1,
This
2,
somehow didn't know.
3.
No one punched it, so I would say that's something extraordinary.
So all of you get 4, but the 3 of you that confronted the Vaesen get 5. Unless you think you're affected by your dark secret, in which case let me know, and I shall say yay or nay. So that's 4 for everyone and 5 for those that confronted the Vaesen in the lighthouse. I will now take this opportunity to say thank you for those of you that have watched us this evening. If you've been watching us on Moonbeam, then give us some comments.
Moonbeam it up.
Stick some chat in there. For those of you that have been watching us on YouTube, feel free to look us up on the moonbeam.stream, where we also stream this, and there is kind of like a group chat, and we put post comments of previous sessions and stuff like that, and we've just started a conversation channel in there, so if you've got anything to ask, you can stick that in there.